Yo,
Okay, we're
yo,
live
yo.
again.
We're live now.
Hold on. I'll let you know.
Yeah, no right. Let's have a look. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow, cha-bow, bow, cha-bow. Mm, 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 mm.
Hello.
Victor, are you there? Yeah, we're on. Yeah, we're on. It's working now. Live. Just waiting for document bound one. Like my P's and Q's tonight. Let's get for now. So you guys, everyone's tuning in. Sorry
Oh,
for
we're
the
finally live.
late.
All right, we're live. We're live.
Yeah,
Live.
we've been live for a few minutes.
God! Finally! Oh my God!
Let's get the other guys on. Where's the-
Holy hell.
So apologise for the late start. It's due to the problem of Google Plus being an ass. So now we're finally on. Feel free to join in. Any comments? Anything you want to ask us? Any speculation you want to give us? Anything you want to talk about? Feel free. Just leave it on the.
Yeah, you guys
Here we
want to ask
go.
any questions? Too. Wow, Facebook is being slow. Or maybe it's just my internet. Or maybe it's just my computer, but this computer's new, so I don't even know. Whatever, I'm done.
Every now and then, on this thing, you guys get all staticky and then you mute, and John's just sitting there going, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
You sounded like a robot a second ago. What I was going to say, you know, like if people comment, will it just be on the comment section below the video? Because last time we did it,
Yeah.
Jimmy, last time we did that thing and it had a bit of a sidebar, didn't it, with people?
It was on the side, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. So, what you guys want to talk about first? Anything? Dr. Jimmy's new photos.
Yeah, you guys want to start talking about? You guys want to start talking about Orlando first?
Yeah. I think with Hollywood, it's we spoke a lot in our first couple of videos. Obviously, all the most bits for Orlando recently. So yeah, we'll start with Orlando.
Wait, what? Did you say something? I'm kind
of. So, we'll start with Dr. Jimmy's recent photos, if anyone's seen them. It's more photos on the masquerade ball, obviously. Or the masquerade, I should say. So, what do you guys think? I'm just having a look at them now. It's out, actually. It's the film, The Mask of the Red Death, isn't it? In the one of them, the one with the red cloak on. So is that one as well. That's Mask of the Red Death. That's I've got a clue what that is. That's some freaky sugar. And there's Dr. Jimmy with a cape on and a mask. And Burger King. I wear no mask. I wear no mask. I tell no secrets.
What the hell? Oh.
I don't know. He's been posting a lot of like masquerade
I'm looking on there
and crap. Like a lot, really. I think he might be just looking at the same thing. I don't know, like, because he's done that with Halloween. So.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not too sure.
Do you think that he's coming to a stage of he's going to start trying to reveal?
Burger King guy on there.
He's hungry. I think he's. Everyone loves the king. Well.
Oh my God! Dude, this thing's muting again.
Fucker. Oh my God. Sounds all robotic. What was I going to say?
Oh my God.
I want a Whopper now.
I think. Yeah. What kind of Whopper? Tim is now getting to a stage where he's trying to reveal the masquerade clue. Is it going mute or something?
Hey guys, we have a question.
Let's have a look. Do I have to keep refreshing the page?
Fuck! Google's
being a
like dick to me today. Mutant. Okay, it's from Tyler S. I've heard speculation and fucking Neil. I've heard speculation in regards to a Halloween house at HHN Orlando. If that does happen, then that leaves one of the 4 major film series untouched. Is there any chance of seeing a Scream house in the future?
Scream house. Okay, that's a good question.
Hmm.
Yeah,
who wants to go first?
This thing is being a total BS. Alright, well that's a good question. Vic, you wanna say something about it first, or I'm trying to...
Well, Do you guys think Scream would work as a house though? I mean, it probably would, but do you think they would have already done it by now?
Yeah,
if they were going to do it.
I think obviously it depends on if there's a film coming out and
oh my God!
That's not a hint. Shh.
Yeah. Anyway, I think.
Keep talking.
When did they do Scream Scare Zone and Terror Tram? Was it 2 years ago at Hollywood? Vic?
Yeah, Hollywood had the Terror Tram.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I heard it wasn't too good though.
No, I mean that's the only problem. The only problem you've only got Ghostface. And there's nothing supernatural about the house. It's just a slasher, and I suppose people could say the same with Michael Myers, but I believe that there's enough iconic scenes. You've got the hospital. You've got obviously the house. You've got the like lunatic asylum. You know, you've got a lot of places you can do stuff. I think plus Michael Myers is a lot more iconic than Ghostface, but it won't surprise me if we did ever see one. You know, there's no expiry date on Scream, I suppose.
We start what?
Okay. The same question. Halloween one?
All Night Dying Take 2, I think. Was that Scream, or was it the first All Night? Was it the first Dying? I think that was the second one. The second one they did Scream. I think they did the garage scene.
Yeah, did they do Scream? I think they did. But well, I think that as far as the possibility of Scream being a house in the future, I would see why not. I mean, I think it'll be cool. I mean, I'm not a really big fan of Scream, but I do like the movies, and there are scenes that they can do, like out of the 4 films. And if they keep, I've heard that they're making a TV series on Scream, and Wes Craven might be making a fifth and sixth movie, right? If I'm correct. So if that's the case, I could see them,
They
you
have
know,
a TV
Universal.
series coming up too.
Yeah, I could see Universal promoting that at the same time, you know, having the maze there, you know. So yeah, I think Scream in the future for Horror Nights. I think it could happen, and if it does, it'll be cool. I mean, look in 2011 Hollywood, they had Scream. They didn't have a house, but they had I think a scare zone, and they had the Terror Tramp theme to Scream. So.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, we have another question from what's it called? Ritardo, is that right? Ritardo 9.
Yeah, 9.
He says, if Alien versus Predator is indeed coming this year, how do you guys think they'll pull it off? So,
Good question.
you want to answer that one first? Well, I'll talk about that one first.
Hey, what? What'd you say?
I said, did you hear the question? It was someone's asked if Aliens vs Predator is indeed coming this year. How do you guys think they'll pull it off?
Oh.
not pull them off. Oh, they can't pull them off. Oh, there you go. Here's Eminem.
Well.
Aaron.
Oh, look, we have Deadly Fear one in the chat.
Deadly Fear, Eminem.
I think.
Should we call Rabbit or Marshall? Rabbit or Marshall Mathers?
Yeah, the AVP question?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alien versus Predator. Well, first off, they're gonna. I think they can pull it off. The thing is that they're gonna have to build massive sets for this maze. Now I heard there's a rumor. I think Behind the Thrills mentioned it on their newest article that supposedly this year Universal's gonna build the biggest maze in scale and layout ever at Horror Nights. So if Alien vs Predator is coming, or just Alien, I could see that being the maze, you know? Because, I mean, if they go with Alien, the first film, they would have to make, you know, these huge sets for the ship. And if they make the maze based on aliens, the same thing, they would have to make, you know, really big sets for like how's that base down there and on that planet where the Marines go. So.
No, what was strange about that? I read the same article, John. So, no, what was strange about it though? It says it's going to make the biggest maze it's ever made. Now, to me, that means one thing. That mean that another house would like to share the soundstage last year for, was it Resident Evil and American Werewolf in London? So if they're going to make the biggest maze, so that means that it would probably be in that place, and it would probably mean that they don't do 7 mazes. Well, they only do 1 instead of 2 in that same soundstage. But maybe I'm wrong. But it's you never know. I think if they're doing the biggest maze ever, it must be something epic. So it won't surprise me if it was Alien.
Yeah.
What's the other question there we got? It says, it's Aaron. Oh, wait a minute, someone's put, never spawn zombie. Since there has been so much talk about at Halloween House, how would it be done? I don't know how they would do a slasher, how they've done slasher houses in the past, but Halloween is just Michael Myers. What could they do? Well, they did Friday the 13th at HHN 17. And to be fair, there wasn't really much in the house. It was based in the cabins. But Halloween's a lot different. It's a lot more there's a lot more scenes to the house, as we spoke about before. You've got the asylum, the hospital. Plus, I think Michael Myers is that iconic that people would want to see him. Plus, they've done a Chucky house in the past, and that's got to be kind of like a bit more of a. That's only a one-off character slasher, if you want to call it. Plus, it's an even worse idea than anything else.
But Chucky created their own story.
Well, yeah, but it was they shrunk us down to their size, didn't they? That's what went ludicrous.
And then like he had an army of dolls.
Yeah, that's when it's got worse.
I think they based that maze on Child's Play 2 when at the very end the two characters in Chucky go to that the Child's Play. I mean the what's it called, the dolls, that factory of the dolls.
The good guys.
The good guy dolls, yeah.
Yeah, no, the
censored there. But yeah,
all the toys came to life.
Right.
In the thing, you had like teddy bears attacking you and stuff. You were shrunk down. You went into their world or something stupid it was. I always remember because it was in a tent. It was where the first thing houses was behind Back to the Future ride.
Yeah.
Or Simpsons ride it was, but was it? No, it was Back to the Future, but it just gone because they had the train just right at the side of the house from Back to the Future 3. But yeah, I mean Halloween. I've heard nothing but. I mean, I can see it being there now. It's kind of set. For me, it seems like it's set in stone, but maybe I'm just wrong. But I think it'd be a good house, good tribute house.
They have a lot of varied locations they can work with.
Yeah, they do. I mean, for example, Hollywood did a Halloween maze back in 2009. It's called Halloween: The Life and Crimes of Michael Myers. The facade, the first real setting of the maze, was the Myers house. And you go into the Myers house, you go through these hallways and whatnot, and you see Michael coming out at you.
They also had Trick or Treater.
Go to the room where how is it? Michael killed his sister. She's there. Then you exit the house and you go. I think you go into the streets of Haddonfield. Then you go into the hospital, the sanitarium or whatever it's called. And then you go into the house where how is it? I think the three main characters got killed in the first Halloween film. The blonde girl and her boyfriend, and you see all of that in there. So yeah, Halloween can be easily made into a maze, and if they wanted to go into a different route, like for example, if Murdy does want to do Halloween again, so if he wants to do it again based on the original franchise, they could go with a route with perhaps starting in the Haddonfield Hospital, like in Halloween 2. So they can do that, and also add scenes from the other films and stuff. So, but yeah, Halloween can be done easily, and and besides Friday the 13th, like UK HHN brought up, they've also done Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, Leatherface from Texas.
Yeah, Leatherface. Great. That's a great spot, that one. I mean, Leatherface, you've hit the nail on the head. I'd say is similar to Michael Myers.
Well, what?
Yeah. Yeah, just saying you hit the nail on the head there with Leatherface. I think the thing with Freddy was because you go into his dream, each nightmare and each kill was different. So, but with Leatherface, you had basically the same setting as it's a typical slasher film. Michael Myers, Leatherface, Jason's all fit that category. So, and plus, Hollywood they've had like a Psycho house, haven't they? So, you know, I think if you can do a Psycho house, you can easily do an Halloween house.
Right.
Let's have a little questions we got.
We have other two questions, I think. I'm trying to invite Mr. Horror Nights.
Yeah, no. Well, I'll read the question out. It's from Barrel Bob. He says, in your own opinion, what do you think will happen with Diagon Alley and HHN? Will it meet the same fate as Seuss Landing, seeing as the HP franchise features Halloween in many of the book? Why wouldn't J.K. Rowling want to make her land even more authentic? I'm not looking for a horrific scare zone, but why not just put some pumpkins and a couple of wizards out front and sell some exclusive, I think it means products. The lucky thing is for Potter is it's at the back of the park, I think. So HHN tends to always be, and always has been, from the front of the park, and then the back area's kind of been like a safe zone. So I don't think it'll affect anything too much. There's never really been any scare actors where Jaws was, even when Jaws was open and the ride was open. A lot of it did tend to stop where the disaster queue was, really. So I don't think it'll affect it too much, to be quite honest. That's just my view. Don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, Kane, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'd like to see them at least put stuff in the area, like at least make it look like it's part of Halloween Horror Nights, but not add any monsters or anything. Just have the Halloween atmosphere.
Let's Kane go.
Angel's having difficulties. Hold on.
Kane's just left.
Oh, Kane? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, he was halfway through talking, wasn't he?
Oh, well. Okay, hold on. Oh, dear. How do I think it's here. Yeah, here we go. Well, anyways, while we're... Okay, Kane, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea what happened there. But, like I said, I just want them to at least have the theme of Halloween within the area, but keep it Diagon Alley. Like, don't make it a scare zone or anything. That's how I see them doing it.
Are we live now?
Hey, what happened?
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Nothing. No, so you asked me something.
Did Angel join?
No.
What?
Red Steel TV's asked us a question. It's a very serious question. The 747 crash site being demolished for a new soundstage per the Universal Evolution plan. Do you think Terror Tram at Universal Studios Hollywood will cease to exist with money being put into a 7th maze, or do you think they will integrate horror themes into the new night tours opening next year and not include the new tram animations, rumoured new Back to the Future attraction? Psycho, I'll let you answer that one.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me read it again for the 7th floor.
It's the From War of the Worlds.
That's a very good question. Very good question. I don't know for sure. I don't think any of us do. But I would say that. I mean, Terror Tram has been a popular thing. I mean, for a very long time, obviously, but over the years, especially in recent years, it's been kind of, I would say, tame to a certain extent. I don't know. I think with I can't really give a definite answer or give a plausible speculation on what they're gonna do. But I mean, if they put their money, like Red Steel said, to a seventh maze, then I think that, of course, that's gonna draw back on the terror trend. Perhaps. Uh, but if they can still do it, I guess they can, try to do something new with the terror trend, and like with the night tours or something like that. I don't know. I can't give a definite answer for that, but all I can say is that we'll see what happens. So, Neil, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Red Steel TV, it's obviously that's his thing, Hollywood, so he'd know a lot more on us. But I just think I've watched videos over the last few years, and it seems to. I mean, you might be able to tell me if I'm right or wrong here, Psycho, but the terror tram, have they not been cutting it short the last few years, and people are having to get off and walk through like a part of a half kind of bothered maze, like the Walking Dead part they did, and whereas I think the terror tram did used to go all the way. You never got off the terror tram before. I might be wrong. So it makes me wonder if they was phasing it out as it was. I just like Red Steel TV says, if they are going to build a 7 house, would they potentially run a terror tram as well as having 7 mazes for the size of Hollywood? It makes me think they probably wouldn't. Even if they had the facility, they'd probably just do 7 mazes. I think that'd be enough for them, considering the size of the park. So I'm trying to see if we have another question. It's someone's put, do you think they'll ever use London for an house or a scare zone in future HHNs? Answer, no. Potter will never get touched to HHN. Ever.
I don't think so, because that's part of Diagon Alley, and I think J.K. Rowling, which goes back to Barrel Bob's question, in a way. J.K. Rowling, I think, has expressed that she does not want Halloween Hornets to be involved with Harry Potter at all. Both Diagon Alley and the Wizarding World over at Islands of Adventure. I was thinking that, like, if she let them do like a scare zone, at least with for example, over at Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure, I think that would be pretty cool if they did like a what if alternate type of scare zone, like similar to in 2008 with Path of the Wicked, and where the story was that Dorothy died, and the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West, took control over Oz, the land of Oz, and she ruled and everything. So with Harry Potter, I expected that. I thought of like maybe Voldemort won, of course, and Harry was dead, and everyone else was dead. Hermione, Ron, whatever, and you would venture into that scare zone, and you could see Voldemort and Death Eaters like Bellatrix. Even Dementors, and perhaps maybe some giant spider props they could put. That'll be pretty cool. I'd actually like to see that, but unfortunately, with J.K. Rowling, she doesn't want anything to do with Hornets. But yeah, for the London thing, no. Unfortunately, but no.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's even the fact with the lanterns, I've just got this strange feeling that they just won't touch it, anything whatsoever, just for the sake of, they'd have to, I can imagine what the paperwork would be like just to put anything past us. They'd have to design stuff, then get her approval, then make it, then get her approval, then put it there, then get her approval. So I just think in the end they'll just probably leave it. It's just the easiest option. Probably bigger and better things to do rather than think about try and get approval to put a few lanterns in, if that makes any sense. Unfortunately. So, I mean, they could even have Voldemort, you know, something like that, but I just think, and some Dementors, it wouldn't be hard to do a Dementor, just a hooded character, but I just, like I say, I just don't think she wants anyone touching anything of that. I think that's one of the big stipulations, so... I mean, the bigger question is it going to be open during the event, let alone are they going to put anything in there? So, what was the next question again?
Let me see, by Tyler S. We'll get to the other two questions soon, but he said here, reminiscing a bit here, thoughts on a potential prequel House to Catacombs, Black Death Rising from HHN 20. Portray the victims of the deceased before their death while they are being quarantined by the plague doctors.
Mm.
It's an interesting idea. There were rumors. I've heard there were rumors that there will be another, not a prequel, but a sequel Catacombs House this year. But that's kind of gone. That's even out of the question at this point. There's really no talks about it anymore. But I mean, yeah, it's an interesting idea, but I mean, I guess it could work, but not sure. What do you think, Neil?
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, I think you're right. I think it'd be more of a sequel rather than a prequel. I think in the film industry, with a prequel, your hands are tied to what the story's got to be, what the ending of the film has to be to lead on to what the original film was. So I think it's the same with The House. I think with The House, they'd have more freedom to do whatever they wanted. But after the sequel to Havoc last year, it may have put them off doing a sequel House for a while, as it's kind of tainted the original view of the first Havoc House from HHN 20, because it wasn't that good. I mean, some people loved it, but a lot of people just thought it was the weak house. So I think they probably, before they do a Catacombs, there's a lot of other houses where they'd rather do a sequel to before Catacombs. That's just my view. I mean, I could think of 5 original properties that they could easily do a sequel to. Nightingales, Winter's Night, Dead End, Gothic, you know, there's loads. The one me and Vic always talk about, Dead Exposure. You know, I'd love them houses before I say Catacombs House, but that's just my view. So, let's see, I think there's another question, so I'll check. I think someone.
We have 2 more right now.
It said, considering that HHN 25 is going to be a big thing next year, do you think they'll set up events or houses, like give out hints or teasers for next year's event? Possibly. They did it with HHN 19, the rip from the silver screens, and then we stood there watching from Mel's Diner, and the drive-in fate they had on the screen, watching it, and it did something, and it was a teaser for Faye. So I think you've seen just the lips or something, or a shadow of it. So they could possibly do something like that again. But then again, it's if they know what the theme's going to be, and depending now with the way the events tend to go, they're IP heavy, so it's a lot harder to do. Plus as well, I mean. Psycho, I'll let you answer this one really, but do you think the 25 years will be they'll do a big thing for it, or do you think they'll wait, they'll just do it every 10 years, they'll celebrate the anniversary?
Good question. I think they will. I mean, oh look, Mr. Hornites is in. Alright, awesome. Welcome, Mr. Hornites. Can you hear me? Angel. Alright, well, I'm gonna send him a message. Hold on. Okay, back to the question. Yeah, I think I think Universal is gonna take advantage of that. I mean, they're fans of their own event, obviously. So I think I think they will do something to celebrate the 25 years of the event. Um, this brings up another question: will there be more original content since it's going to be the 25th anniversary? Um, maybe, maybe not. I'm not too sure, but um, since Michael Aiello has more power now because he's now I believe, director of entertainment
Yeah.
at Universal Orlando, so he has more of a say now. But of course, marketing and corporate are still, in the mix. Of course, corporate funds and everything, but marketing's really the presence, the entity that really manipulates things around, so they make their money back. But and that's in regards with IPs.
Yeah.
I'm thinking other stuff too, but mainly IPs. But I think we'll see intellectual properties again next year. But as for original content, perhaps we'll see a bit more. Maybe we'll have a full-fledged theme like we had in 19. There were still intellectual properties, but there was a full-fledged theme, central theme. And in like
Yeah.
17, that's even more. That's like the paragon example. Carnival of Carnage, Leatherface, Jack presented Leatherface, Freddy and Jason, and they had Dead Silence and the Thing. Um, but there was still, that original theme, that original backstory, and of course the original icon, Jack. Um, so I think perhaps we'll see something like that next year. Um, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
Let's have a look now. Has anyone? It's gone so
Oh, we have another question
slow.
here by Nether Spawn Zombie. Have we got confirmation that Diagon Alley will be open during the event? No, not yet.
No, I mean it's not actually open. I mean, we was having a discussion between ourselves, amongst ourselves the other week, and we had a difference of opinion between a few of us. I thought it would be open. I don't think the ride will be open. I thought the area might be open, but it's always back again. And there we go. I got a feeling the area might be open, but I don't think the ride will be because it'd just be a way of selling tons load of Potter gear, but you never know. The other thing though is, we was talking about HHN 25. I think at the very least they have to give us a theme next year, rather than just an IP every event. I don't mind the IP houses. I thought last year they were the best houses by far. American Wealth in London,
Oh yeah.
Evil Dead, Cabin in the Woods. So I've got no problem with intellectual properties as long as done right, like last year. I just wouldn't mind
Yeah.
a kind of theme to tie it in, so it doesn't seem like we're just going from 8 houses, and like when you come out, it's just that's all it is. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
But here's one for you, Psycho. If Jack comes back, which is obviously what I was told and what's everybody speculating now, maybe that's to tie in with something for next year.
Yeah, I could actually. I could see Jack if Jack comes back this year. Yeah, I could see that being kind of like maybe like a link to next year's event. Angel.
Faye could be back next year.
Yeah, yes, John.
Oh, okay, there we go. Awesome.
So
Yeah. I don't know how they would do it next year if they do decide to like maybe bring back all the icons from the past. Maybe introduce a new one. I don't know about that, but
Yeah, good point.
I don't know.
What do you think, Angel?
Okay, me, what was the question again? Because I just been trying to figure out how to get in this chat and this stupid technical difficulties. Anyway, what happened?
We were talking about, we got asked the question, let me repeat it. We got asked, with it being HHN 25 next year, do you believe there'll be a link to anything in this year's event to HHN 25, and also if they'll do anything special for next year's event? Basically, the question was.
I mean, it's possible with if they do tease some stuff in the houses, because now with Horror Nights ending up more of a IP-based event, it'll be a lot harder to put hints here and there of a storyline involving a new icon in the event itself. So I think the best they could do to set it up is Easter eggs in the house. Like, for example, Cabin in the Woods last year, even though it was just paying homage to the icons with Jack the Clown and the caretaker being in the house, it could also serve as a hint for future events. So I could see them hint HGen 25 in at least each house if they want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you the question now. It's with the speculation we've had so far, don't forget we're only in May, so we don't have to get it 100% right. If someone said to you right now, got a gun pointing to your head, what 8 houses would you say would be HHN 24?
With all the rumors we've heard so far, which ones do you think that... Okay.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to do yours?
I don't care, whoever wants to go first.
Well, I'll go. Right, I'll go. I reckon, if someone said to me now, what would we have? I reckon we'd have 6 IPs, 2 original houses. My IPs would be Trick or Treat, Alien, American Horror Story, The Exorcist that pushed. What else did I say? I did say The Purge, and what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was now. But the 2 original houses would be a voodoo house and a vampire house. And then I can't remember what the other house was. Did I say Alien? Halloween. Halloween, there we go. So that'd be my 8 houses.
John?
Well, I think that like Neil said, we might get 6 IPs or we might get 5. As of right now, I'm thinking there will be 5, but yeah, the 6 could be very possible. I think that we will be getting Halloween because there's been so many hints, especially from Dr. Jimmy, that Halloween is coming.
And you're just waiting to be so excited and happy.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna be super excited. I'm gonna cry like a little baby in the corner when it gets announced.
Yes.
Yeah, Halloween. I think we'll get maybe Trick or Treat. I think we'll get how is it that a new Urban Legends house, possibly the Boogeyman, or maybe something based on Japanese urban legends, or myths or folklore or whatever. Or and I think we might get Nightingale's sequel, Nightingale's house, and that could be the World War II thing with the geishas, perhaps. Now back to IPs. I think we'll be getting, besides Halloween and Trick or Treat, I think we'll be getting American Horror Story. Because it was supposed to come last year, but it might actually show up this year. and of course, if The Walking Dead does not come back, which I think it won't, but you never know. So if it's not American Horror Story, I guess Walking Dead will be back. But thinking about, I mean, the fact that it's been talked about heavily that it's not gonna come back. But if they do a maze out for season 4, it really will be kind of the same freaking thing as last year's house, because most of the maze will be in the prison again. If you really think about it, it's gonna be in the maze again. It's gonna be repetitive to a certain extent. So,
I'll explain it when it's my turn. But keep going.
um, but besides the prison, yeah, they can do that thrift store or that supermarket scene with the walkers coming down from the ceiling. They can do that funeral home where Daryl and Beth go. They can do that underground mines or train track or whatever it is where when Glenn and that other girl go. And there's like a bunch of walkers.
Oh yeah, the tunnel
between the rocks and crushed by the rocks and everything. So a maze can be done, but again, with the prison being mainly the setting of the show for the most part, uh, uh, I it'll be repetitive, and I don't think art and design in Orlando, at least in Orlando, would really want to do that again. But that's again really dependent on marketing and whatnot. But yeah, there's several factors and the decision making. But yeah, now to finish off quickly so others can go. Then I think also actually there's been talks of a voodoo house, an original voodoo house, so that maybe that will take place this year. Um, now I think Alien or Aliens or Alien versus Predator will come. I think that'll be pretty cool. That'll be great. Um, I don't know if we're gonna get another video game house. To be honest, I don't
maybe
know.
expect.
There hasn't been many talks about it.
Yeah, the Resident Evil route. I mean, I never talked to you guys last year when I got back from Orlando, and I've been told certain things about how bad Capcom were. And then the rumours surfaced that there was going to be another Resident Evil house, and I was quite shocked. And now they seem to have really just gone away, the Resident Evil rumours. So maybe it was an house they were playing with, because this IP they've got recently, which the code name was Alter, has probably knocked an IP on the head as such that they may have had as a backup. So, maybe that was it. But yeah, I mean, if they did The Walking Dead again, it'd probably be the one house where you think, I'll do that last, but I'd rather do everything else for me. I'd hope everyone would go over to The Walking Dead to leave the queues a little bit less for the other houses. But that's just me. Angel, what were you going to say?
Okay, my list. The 2 original houses, Nightingale's sequel, World War II. The second original house, either the Vampire House or the Voodoo House, either or. Personally, I would go with Voodoo House, since have we really have we ever had a voodoo related house at HHN yet?
No.
No.
Okay, personally, I would go with Voodoo instead of Vampire, even though Jimmy has been hinted that the vampire house is, with all his hints going on, saying the Strikenoids year this year with the horror unearthed or whatnot, it's strongly hinted that the vampires could be involved in a big way, but I would personally go with Voodoo. Urban Legends, if they decide to bring it back, El Cucuy. That's 3 houses already. I pray to God Alien shows up. It'd be a lot better if it's Alien versus Predator, but either or is okay. The Purge is a given. American Horror Story, however, if Horror Story were to be replaced, and I would expect The Walking Dead to replace it, either Halloween or Trick or Treat, either or, and Resident Evil Returning. Those are my 8 houses. And so the either or houses with Halloween or Trick or Treat, it's tough. Even though mostly all the hints are kind of relating to Halloween, I feel it's a bit obvious to automatically assume it's Halloween. I feel Jimmy's really tricking us, leading us to something that really isn't. So it's hard for me to choose whether it's Halloween or something else. But other than that, yeah, that's what I've assumed the 8 houses would be this year. Because I haven't really been catching up because I've been so busy, and out of what I've been hearing, that's what I'm basing my list off of.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We have other 3 questions. Another one by M Tirado9. He asks, which houses do you guys specifically wish to see at the event? Not necessarily has to be at this year's event. Me personally, I would love to see a Marilyn Manson house, but not based off his music, but rather his character and imagery. Plus, they've already have connections to MM since in 2011 they did a Scare Some of the Beautiful People song. Right. Well, for me, I have a long list, but I'm gonna list the big ones that I really want.
That's Halloween.
Now, besides Halloween, I would like to see The Conjuring, Sinister.
Psycho.
What? Wait, what? Neil.
Neil,
Hello. Hello.
What? Yeah.
did you say something, Neil?
Oh yeah, but it must have froze. I just said for Psycho's list, it would be Halloween, 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 and Halloween.
Pretty much. except Halloween 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rob Zombie. No, I don't like those.
Yeah, I won't repeat what I say about Rob Zombie on Movie for Video.
No, yeah, I would like to see Conjuring, Sinister, the Amityville Horror. I think that'll be a really cool house. Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, like many others, but those are pretty big ones that I would like to see at the event one year.
Yeah, I mean, my list would be as like an Invisible Man scare zone.
Neil, that's too expensive.
Yeah, especially to get that Wonder Woman's jet there as well.
It can't be done, dude.
No, on a serious note, it'd be a bit too soon, but I'd love a Return of the Living Dead kind of comedy zombie house, which I think it could do a lot with from the original 2 films. I'd love kind of a Dead Exposure 2 house, another zombie house, but obviously just to that theme. I'd love a Winter's Night 2, but if we're going off IPs, Dawn of the Dead, so another zombie one, but this obviously Halloween. I'd kind of love a classic house, like a mixture of not the universe, like that'd be quite cool if we could do something there, but it's kind of strange. The Conjuring would be probably a good house to do. Sometimes though, some of the great films probably wouldn't make great houses. I was always thinking for some strange reason Jeepers Creepers might make a good house, even though the film's not great. So that's just my 2 cents. Mr. Horror Nights, what do you think?
I know this will never ever happen, but with what since they created a house based off the Marvel comics in 2002, I would honestly love to see a Marvel Zombies house.
Oh yeah.
Of course, that will never ever happen. Besides that, I would love to see a crossover house between Havoc and Nightingales, involving the Dogs of War fighting the Nightingale nurses or whatever they transform into, and in the house it'd be an all-out war, and that'd be so cool to see. Besides those two, another house I would like to see as well is kind of like a closure to the Saws and Steam series, because we've had a sequel and a house. What I could see in a sequel house, if they ever get to that point, and close the house, the series of houses out, is they can have the Saws and Steam Society affect the real world, and the utopian society is controlling almost the entire world, and you're part of that society now, and it's on a bigger scale. And I would just love to see kind of like a finale house for that series.
Just to add to that, I'd love a Ghostbusters house after seeing Vic's shirt.
That's not a hint, guys. That is not a hint. Like.
Or is it? No.
On second thought, I would actually love to see a Doctor Who house. There you go.
Oh no chance.
No.
No chance.
No.
Just kidding. Doctor Who.
Never having Doctor Who house. Ever. I was going for a break. That's how bad it is.
Shush.
It's okay, Vic. Calm down.
Do you think?
Hey, Vic, what houses would you like to see at the event in the future? Like what properties or original ideas that you would like to see at the event?
Obviously this.
Besides Ghostbuster.
Definitely Alien. Or Aliens. Something to do with Beetlejuice would be fun, like a comedy house for Beetlejuice would be fun.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice used to be amazing.
Something, I think I wanted Phantasm too, but that's kind of like, Phantasm would be really cool. And, what else could they do? What else do I want?
I just completely forgot about Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice would make a great house, I think, comedy house.
It would.
So much to do with it. You've got the life now, the afterlife, even the waiting room with all the characters in that waiting room. Plus, it's a fantasy for an house. It's a Burton-esque. You've got when Beetlejuice turns into the snake, etc. So. Also,
too, the Urban Legends house that they're doing. I'd love to see like Jersey Devil, Mothman. And I'd love to see we've talked about this before, a UFO house, like actual gray, big-eyed aliens.
Like creatures?
Yeah, but actual X-Files style aliens, like gray face, big eyes, abduction.
Back in 2 seconds, guys.
That stuff's creepy.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Right.
Yep. But as for properties, yeah, Halloween would be another one. Trying to think what else I haven't done yet. I've done a lot of stuff. Trick or treat, of course. Trick or treat.
Human Centipede.
Human Centipede, yeah.
We're just kidding, people.
Just as long as we can participate, though.
No, screw that.
Angel, you can be at the bottom.
No.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, we have. Let's get to the questions because it's we have more people.
I found 2 questions that are recent. There was one involving what event was our first HHN? What was your favorite house? Who wants to start off that one? Anyone?
I'll do it.
Go ahead. Okay, whatever. Go ahead, John.
Okay. My favorite event.
Your first
event was my favorite too, but my first event is 2009 Halloween Horror Nights 19 Red Cream and Silver Screens. Absolutely love that year. The theming, the houses, the scare zones, the icon, the usher, everything about it was great. Now, my favorite house from that year, That's a really good one because I really enjoyed all the houses. Um, I think that my favorite house would be
Spawning.
no.
Angel, you shut
That's
your
probably
mouth.
my least favorite. That's probably my least favorite. But I don't know. I think it'll be either between the Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein.
Pitch Black Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula, Legacy in Blood, Frankenstein, Creation of the Damned, and of course the Wolfman. So yeah.
Shit.
My. Go ahead.
Wait, who's next?
No, go ahead, Vic.
Hold on, I'm plugging in my damn charger.
Anyhow.
No, go ahead, Angel. Do it now. You go, because
Okay.
I'm plugging in my charger.
Alright, my first HHN was 2011. However, I've been following the event since 2009, but excluding 2009, 2010, my first year was 2011. Favorite house, because I had a blister on my foot that night. Shut the fuck up. Because of a blister I had on my foot,
Yeah,
I missed two houses. And those two houses were the in-between the Nightingales. So out of the 6 houses I went in, it was I'd say Souls and Steams Into the Machine was my favorite for that year.
You wanna mention what happened to you in that house, Angel?
Oh yeah, those air guns. Yeah, someone shot an air gun at my ass and I jumped out and ran.
Oh,
That sounds hot.
Oh,
Oh man.
God damn phone.
Oh man.
Your turn, Vic.
Okay. Vic.
Hold on, just fixing my freaking camera because it's being a bitch. Alright. Okay, what the fuck is this shit? Stupid computer, man, I'm telling you.
Do you think Dr. Jimmy has a bottle of speculator and commenters tears and drinks it from every time? Yes, he does. That's what I believe.
What?
Don't worry, Angel. I didn't want to answer that question.
There's one question. God.
Yeah, I bet he does. Yeah.
He's messing with all of our emotion and feels. It's like the feels hit us. That April Fool's joke of Bioshock House, man. Feels.
Bob the cat.
Watch it show up.
You know, I would actually love that.
Okay.
We kind of got that. All right.
All right, back to the other question.
Anyways, my first event was Halloween Horror Nights '95, and my first house I went into was the Crypt Keeper's Dungeon of Terror. And my favorite year was 2008. And, well, my favorite house right now of all time right now is probably American Werewolf in London. But other than that, it was Dead Exposure from 2008. 2008 was my favorite. Also has my favorite icon, which was Bloody Mary. And just the whole feel of the event was amazing. It felt very much like the holiday of Halloween, and it just felt right. All the houses were amazing, and yeah, just everything about the event I really liked, especially the houses. Except what the hell's the name of that crappy house they had that year? Neil,
Which year was that?
Reflections of Fear.
No.
Doomsday.
I actually liked Reflections of Fear. Some people didn't like that, but I thought it was.
I love that house.
Doomsday.
Doomsday was a piece of shit. But yeah.
Was it Monsters? No, that was Thingy. Yeah, was it Monsters?
Creatures, you mean?
Creatures.
Creatures I actually liked. The setting was cool, even though half the shit wasn't working because they couldn't get the damn costumes through the damn freaking walkway.
Emergency exit.
Let me think, what was it? So, were you on about Reflections of Fear, yeah?
No, we're talking about our first HHN we went to, and our favorite house.
Your favorite house from that year.
Oh, is it my turn, or
yeah.
Still talking? Yeah, mine was 16, and to be honest, I've just realised I never went in the Psycho House. HHN 16, don't know why, but Scream House was my best house that year. Scream House Resurrection. the caretaker's house. It's kind of vague. I only went one night that year, so I don't remember too much. I'll be honest. But my best, it was only the year after that I started taking in the event Carnival of Carnage. Carnival of Carnage, from the outside of the park, was amazing. They had this little tent kind of thing, this bus set up with all the it looked like a carnival coming to town. They had the stage set up where Mel's Diner is, and Jack the Clown had a show, which was great, and I watched that a few times. But I'm with Vic. My best year is HHN 18 or 18 and 19. 18 was probably an amazing all-round theme, from website to in the park to the scare zones to the houses. So yeah, HHN 18 is my favourite, but 16 was my first year. Which had all the icons in, which is weird because I hardly remember anything of it.
Yeah.
So, and I've just realised that this is going to be my 8th year now. Is it 8 year? 8 year, yeah, 8 years.
I'm going on 8 as well, Neil.
I'm going on 3rd.
Yes.
I know.
It's all good. It's all good. No, you're young. I've got a lot of years on you, so you'll.
John, you're on like your 6th right now?
What?
You're on like your 6th
No,
year
he's
right
on.
now, right?
Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Yeah.
14. Yep, 6.
Yeah, so
6 years in a row.
veteran already. Veteran. So.
Next question.
Okay.
One aspect of the event that is really touched upon in any true depth are the shows. Given that the shows have been relatedly the same thing for quite some time, is there any hope for change? What would you like to see? I honestly don't watch or care for the shows there. I mean, Bill and Ted, I understand, is the traditional show that's usually there. But others like Rocky Horror and, if they ever add any other shows, I really don't care for. So whatever they choose, it's up to them. Yeah.
Bill and Ted's the only show I watch.
Yeah, if anything, let them keep Bill and Ted. Other than that, I don't care for anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the same here with the shows. I mean, the Rocky Horror Show, I don't care for it. I've seen the full theatre production over in the UK. So the tribute show, I'd rather go in a house than go to the tribute show.
Anticipation.
It sounds astounding. I'm just a sweet transvestite. You and all.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry
will be walking around. He'll be walking around the streets of Horror Nights this year. Going into the men's bathroom. What the fuck is this shit?
And it's
eating a foot-long Nathan's hot dog.
Oh God.
Oh man, no, I won't call it swallowing it in one go, eating it, but
Oh shit.
Deep throating it. Anyway. Oh, extra mayo.
Oh, now I need a churro.
Oh, salty.
What the hell, man?
Anyway.
Oh shit.
We're done. Oh man.
Yeah, so for the shows, to be fair, I think at HHN have been the kind that you can tell the substandard. I can never understand why they just haven't done a Beetlejuice adult show. HHN. I'd much prefer that than seeing Rocky Horror Show or what was that Magic Hat that was ridiculously poor? Was it Penny Summit?
The Penny Circus thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Shove the penny up your ass. But yeah, I just.
What was that really bad one they had? I think it was it 2012? They had Death Drums.
That was it. Death Drums. Oh, that was shocking. That. Oh man.
No, that was 2011. Was it
2011?
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
What the hell is that?
Definitely.
2012?
That made no sense.
2012 was
that the Penny Dreadful Circus? Or
no, Penny Dreadful was 22.
Penny, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. And last year, what did they give us? Well, nothing.
The only change I would love to see them bring back, if they bring any change whatsoever, is bring back the ceremonies. Not the one last year where it was just a zombie coming and attack someone and then the gates open. Like back in 17 and 16, those ceremony types. I would love to see them bring those things back.
I totally agree.
Carnival of Carnage, for example, too.
Yeah. Because Carnival of Carnage, didn't they do? What year was it when they had the scare zone and they had the actors there for Vampire's Assistant?
That was 19.
That was 19.
Yeah.
Stark the Freak.
Stark the Freak. Yeah. Ow.
So.
Yeah.
Y'all want to move on?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, there's another question here. It's by Aaron. With Universal investing greatly in Disney quality theming across all their parks to appeal more to families, do you think we will start seeing Halloween theming in the lands and rides like what Disneyland Magic Kingdom does, such as Treehouse of Horror for Simpsons Springfield and a Halloween-themed overlay for Despicable Me and Super Silly Funland? How do you think that will affect Halloween Horror Nights? We have already seen the event moving into the backlot in Hollywood and no scare zones in Orlando in favor for daytime operations. What do you guys think?
You know, I could see that.
Wait, what?
No, I said I would actually like to see that, a Treehouse of Horror and
Treehouse of Horror would be great.
Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror. I could see Treehouse of Horror doing just things up, even if it's just like the cinema posters up for the films that they always go and watch, the horror films. But I think Despicable Me at Orlando won't have anything.
No.
It just depends on which kiddifies, so even the lanterns like have Mickey Mouse ears on, so it fits in straight away. Whereas at Universal, they can't go from Halloween Horror Nights all big and scary to cartoony. I think I may be wrong, but I think that's the whole point. I think it's as if it's two separate parks. They just overlay it as if they don't want anything of the nighttime to overlap with the daytime. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Treehouse of Horror would be great.
Yeah, Treehouse would be amazing.
It would be cool if they had characters in those Itchy and Scratchy robot cart costumes.
Oh yeah, the robot. Oh.
Yeah.
Like from Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'll be cool. You guys have anything else to say about it, or?
Nah.
No.
There was one question I found here. Hold on. Why are people so against HHN being at the Islands of Adventure for short? Sure, it was crowded, but I'm pretty sure that Universal learned their lessons, and if they ever did do it again over there, they would not repeat past mistakes. Have we heard people against HHN being at Islands? I've been hearing the opposite.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I've heard the opposite. I've heard people wanted HHN back at Islands.
Yeah.
I want HHN back at Islands.
Yeah.
But even though it is a small space, Islands has grown since 2005, no doubt. Even though we could have less space in that area, they could do a dual park type thing like they did with 14 and 15, and we would still be able to get 8 houses. And so I would love to see Islands return. The only question is, when it will ever happen. Who knows? But what the hell was that?
I don't know. Someone's whispering in my ear.
I just heard like Neil whisper some.
It's me.
Oh shit!
I was making sweet love to you.
Sheesh.
Whoa. Sorry, Angel, what was you saying?
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, just, I mean, the thing for Islands is it's just the size of the park. It's not, there's no kind of through roads. You've got to go in one big circular one big city. It's just a circle. There's no, like at HHN where you have the bridges from where Diagon Alley will be now, where George used to be, over to cut across from the Men in Black part, and obviously the part where Transformers is. At Answer Bench, if you're walking around, there's only one way to go, isn't there, really? It's a bit more narrow as well. I mean, can you imagine the Jurassic Park area? It's kind of narrow, even in the day. I think they said they can only fit in X amount of people in islands compared to what it can do for Universal, so it's money as well.
Yeah, money. Yeah, money is a big factor in this too.
Yeah.
And plus as well with islands, I mean, you guys will say it as well, but they're so restricted with the areas and what they can do with it. Obviously, Sue's Landing, Potter, so there's 2 worlds straight away. And even though they're probably not really that bothered, Marvel, they're probably restricted to a kind of extent where they're probably not that bothered with what they do, but they still have to kind of go through with them. So.
Marvel Zombie Scare Zone, please.
Hey Neil, are you Kane right now?
Am I okay? I've got big.
You're moving around.
I'm having a dance. I'm having a dance there.
Nice chandelier.
I've got crabs.
Wait, Kane's not here yet, isn't he?
No, he's still trying to fix his laptop. It's okay.
Beefing up with Legacy.
Oh God.
We are live.
He's gonna come on by the time the live session ends. Hey guys, I'm ready, and then it's just.
Hey guys, I had to get Burger King.
Sorry guys, I had to fix the gas leak.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The gas
leak. What happened?
Wolfenstein. Just seen the clip for that's come out. I didn't even know anything about it.
Wolfenstein's a cool game.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Well, let me get back to. I actually didn't comment on Red Steel's question. I'm gonna go back to that other one. Will theming for like riots and lands, will that affect Halloween Horror Nights? I don't know. I guess they just put like a bunch of a couple of like Halloween props and stuff like pumpkins or something like that. I don't think it'll be much of an effect, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't really know. There's many ways of doing it, but I don't know. But now, what was the other question that you guys were talking about?
It was Islands of Adventure.
About Islands of Adventure.
Being HHN hosting Islands again.
Oh, okay. Well, back in 2011, I saw a video of a reporter interviewing Patrick Willard, he's one of the show blah. I was about to
show the blah.
Sushi.
Speaking Russian, we won't deal in arms.
We go to show now.
Iron Man kill my parents.
I am Whiplash.
I'm Mickey Rourke. Anyway, sorry, bro.
Good to be back.
My face will meet more reconstruction than Iron Man.
I make lassos out of chains against Iron Man. Because all of Russia hates Tony Stark.
But love chains.
Oh my god.
Please do another Island Under Siege Scare Zone, HHN, please. That's all I ask.
Island Under Siege.
Alright, well,
yeah.
Patrick Biller's one of the show directors at Universal, and he got asked the question of like, oh, what do you guys think of will you guys ever bring the event back to Islands of Adventure? And he said that every year we discuss bringing it back to Islands. It just depends on when we have when it's appropriate for us to do it, like when we want to, or it just depends on several things. And he got asked about money, and he said that money's not really the big issue. So I mean, of course it factors in, but yeah, he just said it's not the big issue. But of course, things change. But
Well, the thing is, they wouldn't admit that, would they, really, if you think about it?
right, he won't really admit it.
Yeah. Get backlash if he said it's for the money, won't he, really?
Yeah.
All about the money!
The money.
Money.
Yeah, I really like to see HHN back at IMAX.
You're fired.
It'd be cool to experience it for the first time.
Oh, wow, just a little bit of piss came out then.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, this questionnaire I've just seen, let me get it. It says, where's it gone?
There's one someone that Tyler asked us a while back, but we didn't get to it.
It says, this one here, it says, a competitor in the Haunted theme park industry is known for their upcharge solo walkthrough house. Is this an avenue HHN should pursue? Can you think of anything along similar lines that would make the event more exciting or sway everyone else, etc.? Thanks. Now, it's up to you guys. I'd like to answer this one first due to the fact of the upcharge house was Allo Screen, which I've done both alone and the experiment, and also I have worked in a solo charge house for over 18s over in the UK. I can see the basis of it. I just think with Halloween, Horror Nights, and the amount of people that go to the event, it could end up being ludicrous. Just for the fact of, to do the house, you'd have to get rid of one of the eight houses to custom it, and obviously the amount of people that go to the event.
What have I missed? Sorry, I'm back. What have I missed?
Puberty.
Ah, okay then. Alright, moving on.
I'll give you the question again, Angel. Tyler S. said, a competitor in the haunted theme park industry is known for their upcharge solo walkthrough house, which is obviously Allo Scream. Is there an avenue for HHN should pursue? Can you think of anything along similar lines that would make the event more exciting, for example, over 21 hours, etc.? I was just saying that with going through an experiment and alone, it was a great experience to go through an house on your own, and everyone be geared towards scaring you. But I just think at Halloween Horror Nights, the amount of people that do go compared to Allo Scream, it would probably be a non-starter because they would have to get rid of one of the other houses, and due to the amount of crowds that go through the queues already, it just caused more problems than it would solve. That's my answer. You guys would wish to elaborate?
Wasn't there that rumor of the Carnage Warehouse being used for that?
That was 13, but they scrapped that.
Yeah. That's why they built that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in 2003, they were planning on making an extreme house. The thing is that I think the city of Orlando or the agency of traffic or something, I forget what entity it was, but they shut them. They said no because the house really required people to be very like it was quite how can I say this not dangerous but
physically involved.
Physically involving, yeah.
There
Like you have to go through tough corridors, and I think in one instance
dodge,
they would
dive, duck, and dodge. Sorry.
What?
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Vic caught the reference. Okay, sorry about that. Continue.
No, they would have to I think get locked in this they were gonna have people get locked in this
patch it all
box or something, and they would have to stay there for a little while or
Ripped
it was really physically
torn the extreme maze.
It was pretty extreme, yeah. So Will they ever bring it back in the future? Will they ever plan to do an Extreme House again in the future? Maybe. That'll be cool.
I doubt it at this point.
I'd do it.
I would do it too, but now that every single year it's becoming more IP focused, that chance is going away very, very slowly.
They should make it the Purge. You go in and you get the crap beaten out of you.
Here's a question to go alongside that then, guys. Do you think if they did do one, due to the extent that it probably would sell out, as Hello Scream, the Alone was sold out nearly every night, and the Experiment was, would it receive a lot of people throwing a bit of an issy fit because they couldn't go and do the Extreme House because it'd be sold out months in advance? Do you think it'd cause a lot of bad blood with fans?
Just as long as you give people their 8 houses and just make that one, the extra one, I think they'll be fine. But if you do something like 7 houses and you have to pay for the 8th one, I think that would cause people to get pissed.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, because the cost for an Halloween Horror Nights ticket compared to an Hello Scream ticket is obviously the differences are amazing, really. So I think that's maybe another thing why Hello Scream get away with it, because they don't charge that much to get in. But I mean, speaking from first hand, if Halloween Horror Nights did do an Extreme House, having been through one and actually worked in one myself, I love it. I think it gives you something that you never ever get in a normal maze house. It's a great experience, so I love it. Love it! Shamon, chit chit the chon, ha! Kiss my bad self.
Are we done with that question?
Who's bad?
There's a.
Michael Jackson?
Do you guys think that?
Michael Jackson, Extreme House, we all get touched up. My bad self.
Michael Jackson.
Got escape thriller.
In 3D.
John Landis is in there. They kept him in the Carnage building. Get me out of here!
I'm just kidding.
Some guy.
I like him.
Picture this. Universal says there's a mystery house. You don't know anything of it. You enter, there are no scare actors in it, and it's pitch black. Suddenly, from the speakers, Let It Go starts blasting at full volume for an infinite loop, and there's no exit. What would you do?
I'd start singing.
I would just what's a word for it? No, better yet, I just kill myself.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I just drop my pants and see who stops first.
Angel will be
Let it go.
I'd be the one
Let it go.
who would suffer, and everyone else would sing with that. I just suffer.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Shut the
Angel, shut your mouth.
What I was going to say, the same guy put Extreme House equals big sign saying sue me. No, because they sign a waiver before you go in. So
unless like what Angel wants, the Human Centipede Extreme House, then.
Angel wants a big tackle rammed up his anal passage.
Oh.
All of you are mean people.
He'd be attached to a guy getting. He'd be attached to a guy getting fed Krusty Burgers, just constantly. Or the new Harry Potter chocolate chili ice cream.
Oh man.
That's one thing I want to touch upon too. If they ever bring it back to Islands, especially with Kong rumored to be returning, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's one for you, Vic. I don't think you was here before. I just remembered now. I asked the question. If you had to name your 8 houses now, what you believe will be coming to HHN this year, what would they be?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it has to be right or wrong,
God.
just based on the speculation we've heard so far.
Ooh, this is tough. I'll just throw 8 out there. I'll say Halloween.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat.
Obvious.
Purge.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Angels, you shut your mouth. American Horror Story, I'd say. I don't think we're getting Walking Dead. I don't think we're going to get Walking Dead. Where am I on? 4? How many IPs will we have?
This is what I
5 or
said
6.
before. I thought we'd have.
There's another one.
We're definitely gonna have urban legends, most likely. Shit. Probably nightingales, but maybe not. That one's still up in the air for me.
Yeah.
I'd want to say Ghostbusters, but I'd cry on the floor.
It's not happening.
Angel, I will reach to my phone and throw you through a window.
Punch him in the face.
Rip his
I'll
porno tash
I'll
off.
call up Michael Rooker and tell him you're not friends with him anymore, and he'll cry.
Pull his porno tash off.
What did Nail? What did you say?
Which houses?
Yeah.
I actually said I believe it's 6 IPs, so let me go. I've got to think again. Halloween, Alien, American Horror Story.
Yeah, Alien. That's the one I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, The Purge. Oh man, you made me forget the other one now. Trick or Treat, and then I said the 2 houses would be a voodoo house and maybe a vampire house or the urban legends house.
Shit. Yeah, the voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus, yeah, so. Here's one for you. Some.
If we got a voodoo house, though, that would kind of erase the whole American Horror Story season 3, though, wouldn't it?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I was thinking. Oh, it's the voodoo house.
We just get a whole
linked to
Kathy
American
Bates house. Holy shit. She's in a hot tub.
See, the thing is, I mean, with American Horror Story, even though I was told it was coming, obviously, but I don't know what they'll do. I mean, I don't know where they'd go from. Would they go from? Would they do it be a mixture of all seasons? Would it be season 3? Would it be aimed at season 4? Would Fox, think maybe we can use it as an advertisement for season 4 to get more viewers? As The Walking Dead didn't need any more viewers, maybe American Horror Story trying to get more viewers. So they used it a bit similar to how they used the Thing House before the film was actually come out, and now they used the Wolfman House to try and build up publicity before it's actually out. So it's an hard one, but yeah, it's. I mean, the speculation going at a minute. We could have about 20 houses.
Yeah.
And every house has Michael Myers in.
He shows up
Michael
in
Myers,
Nightingale.
icon.
Oh,
Michael
Well,
Myers, what are you doing in The Purge? Just killing everyone.
I think American Horror Story. I think that what they'll do with the house is I think just incorporate season 1 through 3, and just promote season 4.
Yeah, that's what I think they would do.
Murder House, Asylum, and Coven. Bam.
yeah.
Murder House, the basement, the hallways in the house, the doctor's room, the guy in the black whatever, the black suit.
Okay.
Angel can't wait to see that room.
No.
Be rubbing himself, nipples of that.
With the blonde hair.
Getting fucked up.
And like other ghosts and stuff in there,
Hey, you guys!
In Asylum, they can have Bloody Face. They can even have Bloody Face's room in his apartment.
That would be cool, John. I like that.
The Doctor, the aliens in that tunnel. Those creatures coming after outside of the asylum after they come after the characters. And then in a bunch of things. And then in Coven, that's that episode where the zombies attack the house of the witches, and the the character that's played by Kathy Bates, her dungeon basement where she keeps all the slaves in there. There's a lot of things that they can do. So I
will be a slave.
I think they'll do that.
That'd be a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
It would. It'd be controversial, and we got people screaming, "That's racist."
Oh, true, yeah, but
Hey guys, he goes. Somebody asked a question. Why don't we have a theme song? We're like the Avengers of HHN.
Thank you. That's a great compliment. Yeah, actually,
That is awesome.
that's awesome.
Aaron was making Aaron made a new intro, but he hasn't.
Shut up, John. We're not supposed to say anything. Shut up.
What?
Angel,
Whoa.
how dare you?
I'm just saying, Jimmy.
Angel is the Black Widow of the Avengers group here.
Angel's the Black Widow.
All right, here we go.
Angel's like the shit version of Tony Stark, but he's porno tash.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, we have a question.
We do?
We do?
Although it's not, yeah, it's from Tyler. He goes, although it is not horror per se, would a death race house appeal to you? Big weapon-wielding vehicles fight to the death, exotic-looking prisoners, including the main character Frankenstein and such. Imagine Havoc derailed on steroids, both conceptually and in execution.
No.
Not to me, no.
I didn't like Havoc.
That would be like
honest, so-
that would be like Doomsday all over again. And I'll have to jump out a
Oh,
freaking
well.
window. Nothing
I'd rather-
nothing against the film Death Race though. Was Jason Statham in that?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
in the
Slice.
first one.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool movie, but no, working as a house, I don't think so. No.
He'll be in
Well,
the house just screaming at you.
Now, if the cars
Angel
talked, that would make me shit myself.
Like Chris, but you know what? Angel depends on what you class as the first one. For me, Sly Stallone was in the first Death Race.
The old one.
Yeah, yeah so,
The Death Race with Statham is a remake.
Yeah, but I think it'd be hard to pull off as well because obviously it's a driving kind of house. Plus, it's more like rock punk action type house rather than horror, which obviously you have done before.
It would work more as a ride or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man,
And
here you go.
is universal.
We are getting a
Here's
ride
one.
in a way.
Can you imagine it's a scare zone and they're driving the cars at you on the street?
People just getting run over. That would
Yeah, quality. I love that. Pushing people in front of the cars so you don't die.
all the drunks.
Circulating everywhere.
People would just be stumbling. Oh.
Yeah. So.
Guys, should we ask our audience some questions for them?
Yeah.
Like per se, everyone that's watching right now, what horror IPs
What have you eaten
or
today?
original ideas you would like to see made into a maze at Halloween Horror Nights? That's a good question, I think.
Mhm.
So just comment and post your comments, and we can discuss that.
Hey. When do I get a house? When do I get a fucking house?
Oh God, that scared me. What the hell?
Wait, what happened?
I did not expect that to pop up on my screen.
Beetlejuice wants to know.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I missed nothing then.
Hey guys, you haven't forgotten about me, have you? Universal, I'm still here.
It's me! Tyler.
Guys.
Isaac Clark.
You know, Angel has my shirt, yet he didn't play the game last year.
Oh.
I got a Sam vinyl, but I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't seen Trick or Treat yet.
Oh man, Jim, when he actually get.
Angel, you better watch that movie, son.
Oh.
I will.
Yeah, you seen. Have you seen Cabin in the Woods yet?
Yes, I have.
All right. Is that after the event or just before?
Before.
I saw it in theaters.
Man.
Not before.
I've got a question for the viewers. Which room of Kane's house do they like the best?
Oh man. I like the kitchen.
Which gas leak did they prefer, the one in the kitchen or the bedroom?
Oh, hey guys, we got one more. We got a question here by M Tirado 9. Okay, where were you guys going with last year's Umbrella viral campaign? I remember a lot of interruptions by Umbrella in saying that your channel
yeah.
was closed, but it never went anywhere.
That
Well,
was just for fun.
that
Yeah,
was
well-
really teasing the Resident Evil house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We knew about it
We-
like months before the actual reveal, so we were
a
just
lot,
teasing
a
it.
lot of the Horror Night forum members or the diehard fans knew about it, and so we knew about it as well, and we were just playing along to those who had no idea what it was, and people did have a suspicion, thinking, "Oh my God, is it real? Is it really happening?" But it was just, once it got to the point where everyone started to know, then we stopped it.
Yeah.
And you know
Plus,
what? The house sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Set-wise,
The
set-wise
set-wise
incredible.
are awesome, but freaking
The scares were bad.
Zac Efron on top of the police car.
What the?
His wig, man, what was that about? The wig was shocking.
Yeah, dude, it's like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic on top of the damn police car.
And I felt sorry. Did anyone have the same experience as me? You went in.
This is all he saw was.
She's not even saying that word.
And then okay, nothing bad to A&D or anything, because I thought the sets were amazing, and I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so I thought it was really cool. But when you have the what do you call it? The hunters was like.
That guy scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? And then the I don't know why they didn't just get the costume from Japan for the Nemesis, because he was just flopping. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's the matter with his neck?
The machine just.
Nemesis looked like the guy in Beetlejuice at the end who's got a massive body and a little head. I remember that time when I got right to the end and the queue backed up and was just stood there, and it was like you was at Disneyland and it was all doing a farewell. All the actors like stood right next to each other. I'm just staring at Nemesis. He's like looking at me as if to say, "I give up. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on." Hey, cheerio.
I will say though, the girl I liked the one that played in Jill Valentine though.
That's a shock coming from you, Vic.
I was like, oh, she's right next to me. I'm like, ooh. I
Vic
was
said,
like, I'm not really
pants.
digging this house. Oh wait, there's Jill. Okay.
Wait, never mind. Yeah, I like it now.
I like it now.
But the other thing as well, I'll add is once the event starts, our videos become less frequent due to the fact of obviously I come over from the UK to go to the event. Vic then flies over to go to the event at different times, so it ends up that we don't all get back together until basically the end of the event, if that's correct, really. So that's why the umbrella thing stopped right near the start of the event. Plus, there wasn't much road to go with after that. Maybe we'll have something this year, but maybe.
I know.
Never know.
We have something here. It says, I want to see a Freddy versus Jason house, a dual run. Pick your side, and depends on which side you are, the scares are different. That would be
funny you say that, because something was in the plan of
really
2011 would never happen.
That would be cool, but since the license changed, we're probably never going to see them. We're probably never going to see that since Jason went back to Paramount. And the whole deal with New Line, I guess, when they did, what was it, HHN 17, was that none of them could show up in a house, each other's respective house, and they couldn't do the scare zone. They were going to have a Freddy vs. Jason scare zone, and then at the end of each one's maze or house, the opposing character was going to be in it. So Jason was going to be in the end of Freddy's house, and Freddy was going to be in the end of Jason's house. But New Line, being the way they were, they didn't want that. So.
Right.
No.
Here's another question from Alex Show. He says, if Jack comes back, do you think he will come back to Hollywood also?
No.
Now,
No.
Nope.
see, I don't think he'd come to Hollywood per se as he would to Orlando, but I do find it strange that the vinyls were sold down in Hollywood. Now, if they did a clown, if there was an house that had any sort of circus-themed clowns in, I think he may be thrown in there. but it wouldn't say he was. It'd be like an Easter egg, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
But that's
Yeah.
the only way I could see him being there. Because they ain't got a clue who he is down in Hollywood, really, unless they're diehards who know all the event. But even so, it's only the diehards.
Yeah. Now, John Murdy's has expressed before that he's not really into icons. That's really Orlando's thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if Jack would return to Hollywood again, like per se, have him be the icon again, the only way I could see that happening is if marketing takes control of that
Yeah.
and puts it there. Because again, John Murdy does have a lot of power, but at the end of the day, marketing does also have
I have
a lot
The
of power.
power.
So So it really depends on marketing whether if they want Jack back or not. Because even though Jack is really an icon of Orlando and everything, and it's part of the story of Halloween Horror Nights Orlando and everything over the years. Jack, the character himself, is someone that you really could make the face out of something, and people will be really attracted to that because clowns are, they're really affiliated with people's fears, phobias, like chlorophobia, which is the fear of clowns. So, that would attract a lot of people, a clown character. And Jack the Clown is, a scary dude. So, yeah, depends on marketing.
Yeah.
But if it was solely on Murdy's decision, if it relied on Murdy, he would not have an icon. No.
I don't think they would care either over there.
No,
that much.
I don't.
So.
Either way, yeah, no, they won't care.
They care more for Pennywise than they would Jack the Clown,
Yeah.
which obviously
I
probably.
mean, they had Freddy as an icon, didn't they?
Well, if you think about it, if you look at they had the Purge opening event last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they had Scream the year before, or the other year.
No, the 2011. 2011 was Scream. Yeah, 2011 was Scream.
Scream for your life.
I thought Scream not 2012.
No, it was 2011.
2012.
2012 was what Fear
Clowns.
No, 2012 was Walking Dead.
Ah,
2013 was
yeah.
2013 was half Walking
Walking
Dead, half
Dead.
The Purge.
Yeah.
But Purge did the opening of the event, didn't they, when he started shooting a gun in the air. But another question here is, Red Steel TV, Doctor Who Monsters. I think we answered Doctor Who before. We all said no, didn't we? That would have to be a comedy house due to the state of the effects on the BBC. Tongue in cheek. Clive Barker collaboration house similar to Poe House, including Hellraiser. Yeah, I could dig that. I mean, you had the Dark Breed as well. So
that'd be a very hard license to obtain for A&D.
I will tear your soul.
But
That would be cool, though. I would like a Hellraiser house.
Yeah.
Just have Butterball, the big fat one, come out and scare everyone.
But question for the gentleman from the UK. Oh, thank you for calling me a gentleman. First time I've been called a gentleman. To what extent do the houses in the UK differ to those in the USA? What sort of theme differences are there? Anything specific to the UK or Europe? Well, obviously the only two events I've been to in America are Halloween Horror Nights and Hello Scream. They're absolutely huge money-wise. The ones in the UK, it's really far behind in the UK. They've only just cottoned on to Halloween. The fan base of Halloween events is growing in the UK. I mean, the one I work for is called is a park called Scare Kingdom. We do the Halloween type theme base with 4 houses. Got one called Manor Mortis, which is an absolutely massive kind of soundstage house that was just built for that event. That's it. Got loads of different effects in there, like tunnels you crawl through. So that's great. They do extreme houses a lot of it's sexual orientated though. And they do an event called Horror Camp Live where you camp out for the night and you can get people come in your tent, you get dragged out, there's dares, a bit like Fear Factor. What else there is? But it's nowhere near it on the scope of Halloween Horror Nights or Hallow Scream. I don't think it ever will be because in America you celebrate Halloween a lot more than we do in the UK, which is a shame really. I'll have to spend £6,000 coming over to America to experience Halloween Horror Nights. And just a simple one, if the gentleman, Tyler S, wants to see what his dream of our UK events are, check out on YouTube, it's called Fright Nights at Fort Park, and they did a deal with, who does the Blair Witch, is it Filmline? No, Lionsgate, is it? Lionsgate does Blair Witch, guys, is that right? And Saw.
Yeah, Saw Live.
Yeah, they had houses last year with Cabin in the Woods, Saw, Blair Witch, You're Next, and I think that might have been it, and it was absolutely ridiculously appalling. Cabin in the Woods was not even 1/10 as good as the Halloween Horror Nights event. They had none of the monsters in. It was shocking. That was it. So it's really far behind, but hey, you know what we're gonna do. Plus, as well, Halloween Horror Nights is probably the best event there is worldwide, and I don't think anything will ever catch up to it. It's just that good. So that's my answer. If that helps. I've got a question for the guys out there. If they could, way to word this now. If they could have one theme this year, they could choose the theme for the event. What would it be? What kind of theme would go in past events, or just anything they've got in their mind? What kind of theme would they have? Don't say porno. Oh.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. What the hell?
So, I was going to say, guys. I mean, have any of you guys ever looked up any of the any other aunts across the US or the UK?
I looked at that one that you were talking about, Neil, with that they did Cabin in the Woods and shit.
Yeah, it was shockingly bad. I mean, really bad.
And that the Blair Witch was terrible. What
yeah, the accent. But what's that one? But if anyone's interested in anything of the events I've worked in, it's Scare Kingdom and Horror Camp Live. I'm actually doing Horror Camp Live as we speak. I'll be doing Scare Kingdom again from September to what's it called? To October. So let's have a look. See any other questions? Anyone got any questions? Feel free to ask us a question. Let's have a look. We've been talking for 2 hours.
It's about to be 2 hours.
Yeah.
About to be 2 hours. What if the Twilight thing that Jimmy said was real? I would hang myself. Not that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shimmering with glitter. I would be hanging myself with shame.
What Neil would do, I would do as well. Just be forever ashamed.
But I'd just like to thank Red Steel TV for clearing up the Walking Dead, Freddy, and Jigsaw. So,
Yes.
oh man, I'm shuddering. What was I gonna say? I've got 21 Jump Street on
Have
it.
any of you guys watched any of the houses from Singapore? The HHN over there.
I've watched it.
Adrift looks amazing.
It's
Yeah, I know. Singapore has great houses. But so far the 3 years has been amazing.
Yeah, especially that I watched a video on this one called Adrift, and it looks incredible. They did it inside a soundstage.
Nice.
They apparently worked with magicians, and I guess there's a scene in the house where there's a woman levitating, and you can actually walk around the table, and she's just like floating.
Not sure sort of woman that in a Vic.
I wonder who stuck their hand under there. Ah!
What should I write? Scare zone locations? Nah. House locations? Nah. Should I just keep silent? In a way, I keep silent because it wouldn't be fun if everyone knew everything too early.
What the hell are you talking about, Angel?
No, Design the Pierce comment.
Oh.
To do the shit out of Scare Zone location. No, it's okay. I mean, house locations is just as per usual. I don't know. I think quite a big end. It's up to you. Keep a big end if you want, or you can say whatever. But it's. I think it's. I've got a feeling it's all going to come out again soon, like last year. And Alex Shaw put. Okay, wasn't there a sign in HHN 15 that Terror would come back in 25? I'd actually look into that.
Oh, fuck.
So, what was I going to say? Trying to think now.
Do you guys think we'll see a game house this year?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I mean, they've every single one of them's been a mess. To be fair, the game houses, I just, you know.
Oh man.
That's hot.
Oh man. Player.
Y'all going to college.
It's my power glove. Oh man, the wizard. What I was going to say, who remembers how bad the pause room was in Resident Evil?
How what?
Pause room. Oh my word.
God.
Which of these IPs for houses seems the less repulsive? Chris Angel, Lady Gaga, Twilight, Hunger Games, any music band, Godzilla, or Mortal Kombat? Dude, get Mortal Kombat and Godzilla out of there. They don't belong in there. Those are awesome.
Godzilla and Mortal Kombat are the greatest. How dare you?
That's the top question.
Mortal Kombat would be pretty sweet with the Outworld and shit.
I couldn't do a Godzilla house. Imagine the size.
Godzilla house, everyone would just freaking.
Just a foot. We just see a huge foot.
Yeah. I'm not. Mortal Kombat would be amazing. I don't want Mortal Kombat house. Mortal Kombat.
You just hear Liu Kang.
Techno music playing in the background.
Get over here.
Come here.
Fatality. So, plus...
Have a guy dressed as Johnny Cage throwing pictures at people.
Kano. Kano's the worst one ever.
Hey there, sweetie. I'll rip your heart out.
But, Lady Gaga. Nah, I just want to what Lady Gaga house, but no.
We made an April Fool's joke one year involving her.
Oh, yeah, we did. Hunger Games, no, I think that'd be the same thing again. But I think no, Mortal Kombat being on that house, but the rest of them, no. Let's have a look. Tyler S said they've done 80s based off Greek mythology. Would it not make sense for them to make an ancient Egyptian mythology house since they do have the mummy ride? Now, I might be wrong here. Vic might be able to back me up, or Psycho. I think they did a Mummy House, didn't they?
They
And
did.
Was it
They did a Mummy
yeah.
House in 2001, the
They
year I went.
did 2000, 2000.
I went.
Wasn't there
I went
two?
through that.
I don't remember.
There was the one I went to in 2001. Did I go? Was this 2001?
Wasn't
Yes,
that
it was
the Mummy
2001.
Returns?
I think it was this. I think it was a Curse of the Scorpion King or something. Hold on, let me look that up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, okay, this was that one.
Why I play.
I went through
Sonic
these
06.
houses too, and I can't believe I can't remember the freaking name. Oh no, yes, it was The Mummy Returns, The Curse Continues. That was it.
So it was a sequel house.
Yes, because there was one in '99.
Yeah, they were based off the films.
Yeah, there was a Mummy House in '99, and then the sequel one was in the year I went. 2001. Okay, hold on. Aaron asks, with HHN having older Japanese survival horror games as themed houses, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, do you think Aiello would ever consider doing Fatal Frame? Fatal Frame's really cool.
It's a cool game, but I don't think it's big enough. I think for a game house, the game has to be a big game to warrant an house.
It would.
It has to have a big audience.
It is creepy though. I think you have to use if I remember correctly, you have to use the cameras, right? In that game, because you see the ghost through your lens of the camera.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you. It was similar to Mario when you had the ghost following you. You had to turn around to get them to stop.
The booze. Oh god, the booze. Except these ghosts will fucking kill you.
I only pressed refresh and about 20 million questions. Let's have a look.
That was a good question, Red Steel.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Okay, there was an horror maze that kills you. Wait. Okay, if there was an horror maze that kills you, which monster? Which would your monster killing you be? Werewolf, because I've got a chance of coming back as a werewolf and killing other people. It ain't being as zombie because they're slow. I want to be something that's a bit powerful, can rip people's head off in one single blow.
Did they just ask if we go through the maze, someone will kill us? What?
If there was a horror maze that kills you...
Hold on. Go ahead and do it again, Angel.
If there was a horror maze that kills you, which would your monster killing...
Jennifer's body.
Jennifer's body.
Oh, yeah, so all species.
Yeah, yes. Oh, God.
I'd like to get raped before I get murdered, anyway.
Oh, God, dude.
Tyler S says, in the history of HHN or Hello Scream, has there ever been a decent 3D house? Should the concept just be scratched in favour of quality non-3D house? Now, I'll say Jackavision was alright in 2007. I thought In Between was good in 2011, and...
Shit!
You
there we go. Neil, the way you said it, Jackavision. That sounds great. Jackavision 3D.
Jack-off vision.
Jack-off vision.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, can you see the screen? Can you see what I've got on there? Can you see it? Yeah, 21 Jump Street, it's at an altar, so does that mean that we're going to have a 21 Jump Street maze?
We are.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, that's it.
Everybody's gonna take that drug, and we're gonna see ice cream cone heads and shit.
In 3D.
Oh man, that's low. There were two Mummy Houses.
Johnny Depp's gonna have a little Easter egg in the house.
No, but before you enter the house, the employees are gonna hand you those drugs that Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill took, and you're just gonna gotta go around the whole house, freaking going crazy and shit.
And then you have to put on the 3D glasses.
That's it. There's my monster. Channing Tatum can kill me.
You mean Gambit?
Gambit. Let's have a look. Else we got. Here we go. You heard it here, folks. Mortal Kombat for HHN 25. Let's have a look. Okay, so considering the rumoured houses, which of them do you think would be the 3D house and comedy house?
I honestly think we won't get 3D this year.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, the only other thing is you never know if the urban house, urban legend house could be 3D.
Well, yeah, true.
Or the other original house, like if they did a voodoo house, because the voodoo house could be in 3D because a lot of, I know it's, like you get the African people with the white face paint on, and a lot of stuff, that stand out. So.
As long as it doesn't look like I'm on acid, like Afterlife, I don't feel like it. I'm good.
So what do you guys think? Comedy house? Anything?
Comedy house.
If we have one. We didn't have one last year, really, though, did we?
No, we didn't.
Cabin in the Woods, would you say was a comedy house?
No, I'd say Cabin was more of, like, the film itself was making fun of the whole, making fun of the whole horror film stereotypical thing a horror movie has. But as a house, I didn't think it was comedic. It was more gore oriented.
Yeah, last year was really all like
it was very
focused on scaring.
Yeah, it was really, more.
There's no
Evil Dead and Cabin in the Woods, especially.
Yeah. I don't mind another comedy house.
Hey, here's a question from Red Steel. If you could bring one Hollywood house to Orlando, what would it be?
Halloween.
Oh, Angel left.
Where'd Angel go?
He didn't want Halloween, John. You pissed him off.
Well,
or Michael Ricker called him.
Yeah.
They're chum buddies now.
I probably want, man, it's an odd one. We've had a lot of the same, haven't we? So they repeat hours. I like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, man, The Walking Dead would be so cool, guys. I wish it would come over here. Sheesh.
Oh, no. I only want them to bring it over here if they have all the park Walking Dead. Don't want anything less than that.
Everything Walking Dead. Everything.
Yeah. Key rings, bottle openers, cocktails.
Fucking toilet paper. I'll wipe my ass with a zombie.
Oh, God.
But, John, yeah, I agree, man. I think Halloween, or I liked House of a Thousand Corpses they had, too.
Oh, yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses.
And their Jason remake house was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Rob Zombie house? Did anyone see that?
No, Angel. He's calling me. And if I answer his call, I'll go into his damn chat thing.
Let's have a look what else we said. So, Harold Bob said Jacko Vision, best 3D house ever. I didn't say it was the best 3D house ever. I said I thought it was quite good. I mean, I thought it was okay. I liked it better than Death Vengeance. I get what the people mean with the 3D houses. I'd rather have a normal house, but overall, I just like to take the 3D glasses on.
Resident Evil was the comedy house last year. Yeah,
it was, for the wrong reasons. Then again, though,
God.
wasn't far behind.
Havoc, ugh.
Kane's
probably pounding. You guys suck. I loved Havoc. Derailed. Exactly. It's fucking derailed. That house derailed completely. Compared to the original, which I thought was far superior.
Yeah. I agree.
What's that? I think, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to have to wrap it up.
Hopefully, if we get a sequel house this year, it's nothing like Derailed.
Oh yeah, I think the concept though, it would be about other
Nightingale's Derailed.
Yeah, I just think Havoc though is just big men on steroids being angry. So,
there we go.
All right.
I'm gonna kill you.
Mr. Horror Nights is back with his porno
It
test.
seemed like a very short house too.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Have it derailed.
it was narrow as well. It was really narrow.
And we know, Angel, you liked it. We know. Okay.
Red Steel TV, is he on a wind-up? Will you guys actually do something with gaming with HNU? There was a lot of build-up and there's only one video.
Hey.
Red Steel TV needs to answer that itself, but yeah.
Red Steel is part of the team. But
Yeah.
I'm glad he brought that up because I think we should talk about it.
Include Sonic 06 in it because it is quite horrifying.
Oh, Angel, don't talk about that game in front of Red Steel.
All right.
He likes Sonic.
Oh,
Sorry, Aaron.
I think one of the things is at the moment is we're all on different formats of computers.
It is, and
or
some
consoles.
of our computers are complete crap. So.
Thank you. No, damn it, Tails. Fuck, I hate
Did you say thank you? What?
No, the computer, the issue.
So.
Ooh, 10 a.m. Guardians of the Galaxy show. Okay.
God, this game is so broken.
Just a quick one, just for our viewers may not know. I want quickly, guys. What is your favourite horror movie of all time?
Oh, that's hard.
gee, that's really hard. Halloween. There we go.
It's always gonna be Halloween.
That's tough for me though.
Mine's Dawn of the Dead, the original.
I don't know if I can answer that.
It's tough. Yeah.
I like numerous ones.
Angel's gonna say something like, "I know what you did last summer."
No. Actually, I've never seen that actually.
Really?
That's
you
it.
missed out. You missed out looking at Jennifer Love Hewitt. I was gonna say
Damn
Jennifer,
it. Oh.
Jennifer Love Hewitt's tits. Or Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Here you go, Vic. He just said he hasn't seen that one. Unfortunately, is there any horror movie he has seen? There we go. How would you go about creating a house that frightens the guest on a deep psychological level rather than, here it is, have a jump scare? Will we see anything along them lines? It's hard because of the amount of people that go through the house all at once. They're like rammed in. So it's a bit hard to do that sort of scare because I think for psychological level you need to be on your own or in a small group.
Ask the expert, John.
What?
John, do you have any input on the question?
Psychological levels or rather, here it is, have a jump. Well, I think this is something that Art and Design at Universal and of course every other haunt creators think about. I mean, all of this is really psychological in nature because they,
Damn it.
you know, we have all many different. We all have different fears. You know, clowns, spiders, zombies, whatnot. And Universal's job,
Sorry.
or like a haunt creator's job would
Gas leaks.
gas leaks. You know, people are scared of gas. You know, freaking Kane. No, I they take that into account, and that's why they try to incorporate a variety of stuff every year. You know.
That is true, man.
Because not everyone is afraid of the same thing. So, yeah, I mean, everything that they've done so far, and everything they're gonna do, is psychological in nature. It just depends really on the individual. You know, like in 2007, they had that Jack House, the Clownovision, and how is it they called them Holostream had that clown house, their own clown house.
Social superstition.
You know, and there's a lot of people that are, terrified of clowns, that have chlorophobia, like I mentioned before, which is the phobia of clowns, the fear of clowns. So that's why they bring a variety of things to the event. So it appeals to many other people's fears, because like I said, not everyone is afraid of the same thing. So that's my input.
Universal tells you guys they want to make a YouTube house featuring all the HN updaters and Dr. Jimmy. I think you'd have to have Bob the Cat, a big giant Bob the Cat at the end. That'd be the end scare. Dr. Jimmy's maniacal laugh all the way through. Angel disappearing, like he just keeps disappearing off this chat.
Man, I'd hate to go in Kane's the section of the room. You'd be throwing up. He would be the damn tunnel, the spinning tunnel.
Oh my word! Might be a rape scene.
With the clown.
Hey, Psycho would have his Halloween mask on again, mumbling underneath it. Vic could just be like, I don't give a fuck, walk through my room. except the blonde with the big rat come here.
I'll just have a giant pug sitting in there.
There'd be something to think about with Dr. Jimmy.
Oh, good old
you guys, Alex Show posted that. Can you guys bring that construction beginning for 24?
It already started.
Yeah, construction already started. There's walls up already on Disaster Queue, and the extended line has been closed off, I think.
Yeah.
Mostly like construction news, we won't keep like every time there's new construction news. If it isn't too big, we won't talk about it. But if it's something worth talking about, then we'll bring it up. But other than that, yeah, I just started.
We'll mention it, but we won't really go into much detail about it because there's not much to do.
If it's not worth talking about, then we won't. Again, we won't go into detail about it.
Yeah.
If you all have
Aaron, how dare you ask that question?
Oh, Ghostbusters.
God dang it, Aaron. Why do you hurt me like that?
Ghostbusters.
The feels, Vic.
How about all three?
No one else.
Just put them all together. Just do it.
Yeah.
The biggest house. There we go.
I'd have halls.
Trick or Ghost Halloween Buster.
Trick Ghost Halloween.
Ghost Wing Tree.
Ghost Wing Tree.
Michael Myers with a proton pack on getting killed off Sam. You're gonna call Michael Myers. He ain't afraid of no ghost.
Are you kidding me? That would be hilarious, dude. He's just shooting the proton streams all over the place. What the hell am I doing? Dr. Loomis has one on too.
Michael Myers and Sam are gonna have the weapons that the Ghostbusters have.
The proton packs.
Yeah, the proton.
Bobby Brown's gonna be in there.
Oh
crack or something.
I'm trying to think now what they want to say. Yeah, I just think I love Ghostbusters to come. I don't hold my breath for it now, but Ghostbusters come, I think I'd just be going in and out of that house all night.
I would just be breathing in everything.
Licking it.
I would be licking it and.
There's Angel gone again.
Should have a Willy Wonka house.
Charlie Brown house.
Charlie Brown. Where did you go?
See,
Willy Wonka, he's actually cooking kids candy.
Yeah. I think as well, with the construction thing, just a quick one. Cycle and Dr. Brown one will say the same as me. we all tend to have our own individual channels, and I think our individual channels are the ones where you'll get the little photos, daily vlogs up. So they on the HNU we tend to talk about the big massive news as we do a weekly vlog. So that is where the construction videos probably will take place more on our own individual channels until it gets right up to it where we see that they're putting big things up like the tank and they had for The Walking Dead last year, etc. That's when it'll probably be talked about on this channel.
Godzilla sequel in the works, guys.
What?
What?
Godzilla sequel is in the works.
Well, we know that, Angel. That's been known.
Yeah, considering it's at the,
It is to me.
Angel, that has nothing to do. What are you talking about?
Well, Godzilla was mentioned as one of the questions, so what the hell?
No. You know what they should do? They should bring back the Robosaurus from 2006.
Let it blow fire at everybody?
And freaking dress him up as Godzilla and like breathe blue fire and then have people running around and tripping and shit. You know, like,
Whoa!
They should bring that foam back from Tricks and Foons and watch people slip and shit in it.
final question, he says, from him at least, from me at least, it says, if you could bring one house back from previous years back to this year, which one would it be and why? Also, thanks for all the laughs today. Also, so many questions. Oh, don't apologise for all the questions. We enjoy it. That's what we're here for. Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Now, Psycho, do you want to answer this one first? Which house would you want back and why?
Sure. That's a really good question. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. I would say
Doomsday.
Fear factor.
Oh man.
No, but go ahead, John.
There's so many that I would like to experience.
I've already picked mine out already.
Wait, what was the question again? What house would we bring back?
If you could,
this year's back to this year, which one would it be, and why?
From what year? Any year or
Previous
last year?
years, any year.
Oh,
yeah.
any year. Oh shit.
I don't know. I really like. It sucks that I didn't get to go in 2007 because I really wanted to go into Texas Chainsaw, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. That would have been great houses. I mean, they were from what I heard and what I've seen a bit of it, but.
It was great. They were great to be honest. Nightmare on Elm Street was amazing.
I would say maybe.
Sleep well.
Dead Silence was probably the best also.
Dead Silence. Yeah.
It was amazing house, Dead Silence. Mine would be the Body Collectors from 18.
That house.
I thought it was amazing house. Absolutely amazing house. Scary, visually amazing. That for me was probably the best house I've ever been in at HHN. I mean, American Wealth in London was great, and so was Cabin, but for getting the scares, Body Collectors was amazing, I thought. Plus, it was kind of original, so I didn't know what to expect when I went in. That or Dead Exposure. I thought Dead Exposure was a great house, but Body Collectors is mine.
I would bring back a revamped version of Evolution, which is the Jurassic Park house from 2002.
That would be cool. That was actually a cool looking house.
All revamped, updated, and everything. That'd be awesome. In the soundstage, especially.
Mine would be Dead Exposure.
Of course.
Yeah, great. Just a quick one while Cycle's thinking out what I was going to ask the viewers, and it's up to you guys as well. Viewers want us to do a movie horror review, and if so, what films would they like us to review for this channel? Leave your comments below.
Oh yeah, reviews.
Okay, I made my decision. I think Resident Evil Escape from Raccoon City should be back. I thought that house was amazing. It was far scarier than American Werewolf in London. Like Werewolf in London's not even there.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding. I would bring back Silver Screams from
I like
2009,
yeah.
or Saw, or
Or
House
Saw.
of Horrors from 2012.
Good old Jaws cube. Make you sweat balls in that house.
Oh god.
That was I feel bad for the people who had to work in that area.
Yeah.
Whenever I left that house, my shirt would be drenched. So damn hot in there.
Hey guys, Tyler S. Asked us another question. Gotham, City of Darkness, featuring the villains of Batman, Joker, Riddler, Harley Quinn, Penguin, Iceman, Bane, etc. That'll be cool.
Would be Joker.
An Arkham Asylum maze would be very, very intense.
Man, he wants us to review.
You could go do that at Screamfest, Angel, or
You
Fear
mean-
Fest, or whatever the hell it's called.
No, they're too cheap to even make that as a house.
You two, knock it off. Damn dogs.
He wants us to review all the Nightmare on Elm Street films, including the crossovers and reboot.
And Devil's Rejects. I like Devil's Rejects. Good.
Yeah,
Tutti
Devil's Rejects.
fucking fruity.
I think if we was going to do a Nightmare on Elm Street thing, if we was going to review it, do the original, the first one, and then the reboot, and do a video comparing the two.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I could sit through all 7 or whatever it is.
Even the part 3 is my favorite, I think, though.
Oh yeah, part 3, Dream Warriors.
I like part 2. I think that's my favorite.
Dream Warrior.
Yeah, with all the gay undertones.
Oh yeah, that was bad. No, I still one of the
Blackula.
you mean Count Chocula? One of the chicks from that was hot. I forget which one it was though. From A Nightmare on Elm Street.
All of them are hot.
No, it's especially one of them. She was really hot. Especially for an 80s woman, man.
I don't like the bit of the big hair, got more to grab onto.
Probably had to do a weed whacker down there.
Well, yeah, but, I suppose you don't have to bother about yourself either.
Freddy's like, I got my glove. I'll cut you down, baby.
Oh my god.
Well, just let you know, my battery's nearly dead on my tablet, and it's 20 to 11 at night here, so I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys and go. But it's been great if you guys are staying on, they'll answer your questions, but it's been great interacting with you guys. Appreciated it, love it. So, see you later, guys. Good night.
Later, man.
Bye, Neil.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Speak soon.
See ya.
God, this game is so bad.
What are you playing?
Sonic 06.
Oh.
So, how's everyone doing today?
Splendid.
Splendid, Angel. What's the matter,
Nice.
pal? You hungry? Oh,
my
shit.
God. Wow, this game is so broke. Wow.
Wow!
Angel, calm down.
Yeah, wow, I know it's amazing.
You wouldn't
Angel,
calm
man.
down if you played this game, John. You wouldn't.
Sonic 06
Yes.
on the Game Boy.
What? What?
Never mind.
John sounded like an old man. On the
going
Game
way
Boy?
back.
What was that?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Sonic 2006 for PS3.
Never mind.
I had to do this stupid mission over. No, why?
No.
I feel like Rick Grimes crying after Lord
Oh,
Diver said
no.
I'm crying for this game.
No.
Okay. We got another question here. What are some of the biggest mishaps in HHN history? Hollowscream had a house fire, snake loose in a house, etc. Has HHN had any issues in the past?
Creatures.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Creatures was the big one.
Creatures, They didn't make the doorway, the entryways big enough for the suits.
Because usually the dress rehearsals for Horror Nights, which is employee preview night, they usually have fire drills just to test the fire alarms in case if there were ever a fire in the house. And turns out Creature had a fire drill, and the costumes were too big to get out. So yeah, it's a shame that that house never managed to be in its full glory.
Oh.
Yep. And 2012. Oh, that year.
Oh god, that whole year was a mishap. Transformers really screwed up everything.
Well,
It was a cluster.
Kind of. No, I was
it was
gonna bring
Transformers.
up,
It was Transformers and Diagon.
Yeah.
At the time,
I
it
was
wasn't.
gonna bring up a topic of like what do you like the evolution of HHN as an event, like comparing like how it all started in Fright Nights back in 1991 and how it is now, and how it's so predictably going into the future. You know, have we noticed any differences with the like themes and stories and like amount of scare actors, stuff like that, like compared to the past, how is it now and what's the difference and like what are the differences? I think that's an interesting topic.
I don't have Xbox anymore. Xphone. I played Gears of War. Gears of War is cool.
You guys want to talk about that?
What?
No,
Why not just fuck around and ask about the universe and life itself? Here's the answer, 42, but good. Yeah, let's ask about the universe.
Yes.
Oh, why?
Why? Hold on, guys. Hey.
Whoa, what happened?
it's a dog.
Back in my day, we didn't have Game Boy Color, just regular Game Boy. Oh man, it's been a very slow week for Horror Nights. Besides the recent Hollywood mishap.
Oh yeah, in Hollywood.
Have you brought it up here in this chat?
Yeah, what?
Have you brought up the codename change?
Oh well, no, I haven't mentioned it here.
Mention it.
Okay. Last night, John Murdy tweeted that the code name for Maze Number 1, which was Malcolm, changed. The maze itself hasn't changed. It's still there. Just the code name changed. So now, from Malcolm, it's now changed to Empire, which I don't know why that happened. What I'm thinking is that maybe another maze changed, and maybe that's why they changed the code name for the maze number 1.
No, he's already said nothing. Like there wasn't a maze change at all. He said something involving, just stuff happened. So either something in the maze itself or the subject of it changed. I have no idea, actually. I
don't know.
It's hard to explain. So.
I really don't know.
Yeah. Then again, most of Murdy's clues are just trolling clues that are so they're so hard to decipher and so hard to figure out that most of the time it's just trolling.
Yeah. Well, we can leave that topic for another live chat.
Yeah. Then again, and speaking of live chats, we will be, since summer's upon us and like the majority of updates are coming in, yes, we will be very, very active again with live chat. So you'll see us again.
Yeah.
being a lot more active with you guys, and
Yeah.
which means house announcements like at 11 o'clock or midnight. You'll be expecting those type of chats again in the summer,
Yeah.
which is
Definitely.
the reason why we haven't been as active is because there hasn't been much. Usually we would get a whole bunch of stuff now, but like even the rumors, not a whole lot of people are certain what's coming for sure. Oh crap! So
Yeah.
where the hell are you? Oh crap! There you are.
So yeah, Dr. Emmett Brown left. Well, he's still there, but I think he'll be back.
Yeah, something happened with his dogs or something like that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Be right back too.
All right. Let me just update because this stupid YouTube thing keeps. Oh. Troll battle, Murdy versus Jimmy. Murdy would win easily. Jimmy is a lot. Jimmy at least keeps, he gives us clues that are, we can really link to. And Murdy is just like you have to really dig deep into his stuff because Murdy's clues is, his clues are mostly like either you know it or you don't. Jimmy, he gives off hints periodically, telling you what the hint is, and then that gives you an advantage of letting you research the entire thing. So Murdy wins the troll battle easily. Have code names ever meant anything in the past? What is an example of how it translates to the house itself? No, thanks for the questions. That's why we're here, as Neil said. Have code names ever meant anything? In the past, code names, code names weren't really a big thing in the past. It was mostly you had to wait until July or August for the main updates to start kicking in. For Hollywood, code names didn't start until 2011. Back before 2011, it was just Twitter updates saying from Murdy saying, "Oh yeah, construction's starting. This is happening. Blah 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 blah." So code names, they're just again, code names covering up the main the main mazes that are coming. So in the past, it wasn't a big thing again until Murdy started the whole thing. And once Murdy started the whole thing, that's when Orlando started to do their own way, and that's how Jimmy kind of got started with it. Because Jimmy, Dr. Jimmy, usually did the April Fool's videos, I think since 2010 with HHN 20, and it's been a traditional thing. So that's how usually the code names really started for Horror Nights, and yeah. And an example of it, what is an example of how it translates? I guess you could say, I'll get to that other question. I guess you can say Murdy's code name for 2011, I believe, was Steven, in which that was one of the song titles for Alice from an Alice Cooper album, Welcome to My Nightmare, which was indeed the Maze Alice Cooper Welcome to My Nightmare. So you could say that is a perfect example of a code name translating to a house. What horror movie? Oh, yeah, perfect question to ask you guys from UKHHN. Which horror movie characters would you describe each of us as? Would you describe Jigsaw as Michael Myers? Would you describe Victor as someone else? Answers. Hold on. I suck at these live chats. Hmm. Well, guys, roll 30. Aaron, shut up. Any more questions? Be happy to answer any other questions you have.
All right, I'm back.
There you are. There was one someone at I believe it was, where is he? Tyler asked, have code names ever meant anything in the past? What is an example of how it translates to the house itself? I told him, code names weren't really a big thing in the past until 2011, 2010, and a perfect example of a code name translating to a house was Steve and Alice Cooper in 2011. You have any thoughts on the thing, John?
Well, yeah, I mean the codenames are really Murdy's things, and he started a while ago with them, but I don't know. I think it's good that he does those things.
It is a good thing because it gives us something to at least think about and talk about. Comparing to what 2009 or 2008, where we had to wait with nothing, knowing nothing at all, and just, even though I do miss that hype, at least we have something just to talk about.
No, but what he does with the code names is that they're very cryptic and they have many connections, which, one thing can lead to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, and so on and so forth.
And Murdy's code names are a lot more harder to figure out than Jimmy.
Dr. Jimmy's, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's can be easy to figure out. And like 22, for example, 2012, that was the first time Jimmy did the code names for that year, and people already figured out what they were in a week.
Yeah.
Whereas John Murdy, it took months to figure it out.
Right. But yeah, sometimes the code names, I've noticed that the actual names themselves have to do something with the maze itself. So, like the theme or a character or something like that. So, yeah. So yeah.
God, this camera system is so bad.
Now, Barrel Bob asked the question here. Have you guys thought about doing a Horror Nights Updaters meetup? I know you guys...
Horror Nights Updaters what?
A Horror Nights Updaters meetup. I know you guys will probably be there on different days, but would that be something you'd consider? I'd love to meet you guys in person and drink some me. Those 21 and over, of course. Yeah, we would like to do that. The thing is that we all live in different,
different parts of
different places,
different parts of the country.
HHN lives in the UK, of course.
Yeah. I live in Texas, unfortunately.
Yeah, Deadly Fear and I live in Florida. And then,
Dr. Emmett Brown lives in Massachusetts, and Red Steel TV lives in LA.
Yeah. So it'll be hard to get all of us together.
The closest I'd say, if we were to do a meetup, I believe Red Steel TV would conduct his own for the people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Psycho and Deadly Fear would do their own in Orlando, and that would most likely be it.
Right.
Me on the other hand, I would just go for Horror Nights for at least 1 or 2 nights, because again, I can't miss a whole lot of days because of school at that time.
Right. Now,
Neil and UKHHN could do it as well, because he's there usually for 2 weeks.
That's true, yeah. So, I mean, back in Halloween Horror Nights 21, I did make I did set up a meetup, and a couple of people showed up, like other updaters and viewers of mine and fans and stuff. But then we kind of dissipated and we went our own ways. But that was because of other reasons. But and I stick with two other friends of mine. But what I've been doing so far is that, yeah, I announce when I'm going to the event. And I say to in my videos, if you happen to go on the same night and you see me, you can come up and say hi, and we can talk for a little bit and whatnot, and then we go on our separate ways again. Um, yeah, because I have my own plans with my friends and whatnot. And we want to do our own stuff, but yeah, if just a hi or whatever. And I had several people last year come up to me or say hi for me from a distance or something like that, and that was cool. And I appreciated that, but
Makes you feel famous.
a meetup would be cool again, but yeah, it would be kind of, I would say will take time to set up and specifically what and with everyone having their own thing, wanting to do, it's kind of
UKHHN, I could maybe meet up with Psycho and Deadly Fear and have Mr. Horror Night said I'm there from the 26th September for 14 nights. Yeah, UKHHN would be there for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Ask you something, Alex Show? Okay, what's the weather like where you are? There you go. There's a question to ask.
It's bipolar weather in Florida. Like there's sun and it's all nice and warm.
Yeah, I have bipolar weather.
It's raining, cold.
I have bipolar weather too. So Alex, what's your weather like over there, wherever you are now? Tyler S. Not sure of names. That's okay. Jaws poster in background. That's Dr. Emmett. Victor. Jaws poster in background would be Freddy Krueger. Martial arts belts. That's you, John. Would be Hannibal, and me, I would be Jigsaw. Killing behind the scenes without being directly seen. That's cool. So yeah, John, you're Hannibal. I'm Jigsaw, John. Kane would be Jason, obviously.
Before. I guess I never had an interest in human flesh before, but I guess I could become one of the Walking Dead, or go work at Mr. Meats. If you get the reference from the Leave It to Cleaver House from 19.
Yes, we know, John.
Yeah, man. Well, just saying,
Okay.
But
God,
yeah.
This game is so broken.
I wonder where Vic went. Oh, he's right there. Vic, I can't hear you.
He's probably.
I think you muted yourself.
He's probably screaming right now.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, man. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, you guys, if you have any other questions, any other final questions, go ahead and ask them.
Yep. I'll be on for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna go stuff my fat face with ice cream.
All right. So yeah, we'll stay on for 10 minutes. For 10 more minutes.
Any last minute questions, people?
Yep.
Yep.
These are fun. I like doing these when it works.
Yeah.
When it works, yeah.
No, we're gonna host more for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Live chats.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely.
Oh, and back to gaming with HNU. We'll get back to that eventually. Right now we're kind of busy.
Once school ends, because it's the big problem is with me and Deadly Fear, because we're still in school and we won't get out until another 2 weeks.
What were they talking about?
Gaming with HNU.
Yeah, and hopefully around fall or something, I'll be mostly getting a PS4 or Xbox One, so I can definitely be using the Twitch app on there to do the gaming stuff too. So
I'm using my PS3, and I can do some Walking Dead Telltale stuff as well as some Fallout, Doom 3.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'll be doing some Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah,
Pretty cool.
Damn it, forgot about that.
That'll be really cool.
And if it gets to the point where, if we're doing this even later in the year, if all of us have a Wii U, we'll do some Smash Brothers.
Yeah, we can do that, Angel.
Yeah, it would be so chaotic with me, Aaron, and Vic in the...
Neil might get one, too.
To the point where we're all just screaming at each other for a good 2 hours.
That would actually be fun,
It would be.
If any other viewers have one, and get Smash Brothers too.
Like, not only do horror-related games, but also battles between each other. But also have battles with each other.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like I might even consider a Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough if it doesn't drive me insane. If it doesn't drive me insane, I'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get back to that eventually.
Yeah.
We'll start again, like in the summer or in the fall.
In June.
Whatever.
In June we'll start again.
Yeah.
And when specifically, we don't know.
Yeah. We'll let you know. Yeah, we'll continue with Horror Nights history and all that stuff, and then
Oh yeah, Horror Nights, and we still haven't done our 23 review.
Yeah, we still haven't done Halloween Horror Nights 23 review.
You want to do our 23 review? Okay, we'll do it right now. Okay, American Horror. Werewolf.
That's a good idea.
Werewolf in London. Best
or
house.
John, or we could do our
That's
review before the 24.
Or we could just
kind of have like a special
recap
or something,
recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can either do a live stream for that or just do an actual video. I don't know.
I think a live stream would be better to do that.
Yeah.
Because Uvu has been kicking me all the time now.
And I sound like Soundwave in there.
And you sound terrible. Yeah, you sound like Soundwave on there.
No, then again, the live chats become kind of videos after we're done with them, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just not make it way too long. Like that live stream for the review, like up to maybe an hour or so.
No, but the reveals are understandable because like we're up for in the summer for a good 2 hours waiting for a reveal, and that's understandable.
I guess, yeah. Never mind.
So like the reveals, like you never know what would happen in the reveal. Like for example, we stood up until like probably 2 a.m. because Murdy was revealing the scare zone, and he thought last minute, I'll reveal another one in an hour. So it's just me and Big.
We have a question. It's from Tyler. He says, since you're all not fans of the shows and have pointed out how each year has a weak house, do you think HHN should get rid of shows and invest that money into raising the quality of the weak house? I don't think so, because the shows are crowd eaters.
Yeah. Right. Keep Bill and Ted.
They're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
If anything, keep Bill and Ted. Do not get rid of that.
I can't tell you how packed Bill and Ted gets.
That is a tradition, and that should be left alone.
Yep.
Right. Actually, someone mentioned, I forget now, I think it was Tyler, if I'm correct. Would Universal increase the house amount in the future?
What? Oh, the house.
The amount of houses in the future.
Ooh.
I think so.
How long have we done 8 houses?
We've had 8 houses, I think, since
2007, right? Has it been 2007?
7 didn't have 8 houses.
Or 2008. 2007 or 2008.
Did 2007 have 8 houses?
Well, let me see.
I thought they had 7.
Freddy,
Jason, Leatherface, Jack,
Dead
Psycho,
Silence, Jack,
Dead Silence.
No, wait. Psycho was in 07. That was 06.
Okay, alright. It was Jack, Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, People Under the Stairs,
1, 2, 3.
Dead Silence.
No, they had 8. You're right. Yeah, they had 8.
They had 8?
Okay, so since 2007.
It was
I
Jack.
think they had 7, right?
They had Jack, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, Texas Chainsaw, Dead Silence, Psycho Scarapy, Home for the Holidays,
Alright.
The Thing, and Vampire Bloodbath.
Wait, People Under the Stairs, that was 06 or 07?
06.
Okay, that I got confused with.
Yeah. That was the second one, John, I think, right? Was that the second one?
What?
Was that the first time they had People Under the Stairs?
Yeah, no, that was the second one.
Yeah, because
it was a sequel. 06 06 was
92.
spin-offs and sequels.
92 had the first one.
Yeah, 'cause 2006 was nothing but a sequel and
Yeah.
spin-off year,
Yeah.
which I would love to see return in the form.
People Under Stairs under construction. I heard that was a bad house though. Yeah, Vampire. What was it?
Vampire.
Vampire Bloodbath was basically
Whatever.
Oh
Blade.
god,
Same
just seeing
game.
pictures
It
of
was
Mace
Blade.
Construction gets me excited.
Wait, what?
Just seeing pictures of Mace Construction gets me excited.
John's getting happy over there. He's gonna break through a table.
Oh god.
Where's Halloween? He's gonna scream that with me. Never announce it.
Again, that's why I'm not getting I'm not getting hyped up for it because it might not come at all.
He's
Yep.
gonna be.
I'm not gonna get disappointed. I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, if it didn't come,
He'll be
whatever.
crying off camera. I want Halloween.
Now, if I find out if that it was coming, but it got scrapped, I'm gonna be pissed.
Then
because
again,
it happened
then again,
2 or 3 times already.
apparently everything I say that won't happen will happen. So, you never
Angel,
know.
say Halloween is not coming. Do it.
Halloween is coming.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I said Kingdom Hearts 3 was never going to be announced. Look what
Yeah,
happened.
like a few seconds after it got announced. Yeah, that was great.
That reminds me, should we do an
Hilarious.
an E3 live conference would be cool.
I love those. Those are fun.
Should we do an E3 would be cool to do.
They would be.
Have everyone
Our
get up
reactions-
early to see Nintendo.
Our reactions would be fucking hilarious for
Yeah.
PlayStations.
I don't know. Should we do an E3? I would love to do that.
I talked to Aaron about that, and he said he'd like to do that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
love
Kane said he'd do it too.
People in the comments, would you like that?
Oh, we are doing gaming, so
Yeah.
Yep.
An E3 coverage of watching Xbox,
PlayStation.
EA, and all that. PlayStation, Wii.
EA. Oh, Star Wars. Shit.
So tell us, guys, do you want to see, or like, do you
guys,
want to
I
see
think
an
I cracked
E3
that,
live
the
conference?
code name for the new code name for Murdy Empire. I think we're getting a Star Wars house.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Fuck you, phone.
Crazy Englishman is here.
Oh.
Welcome. Final question. If you could bring one house. Oh, that's like 30 seconds.
Wait,
An
which
old
one?
question. Crazy Englishman is here.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? You have any questions for us, or want to talk about something, and we'll discuss it, or we're gonna be on for a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been on here for like almost 3 hours, but yeah.
We will be doing more of them though, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Victor, on the thing that you sent me with the rumors of E3, I hope that's true. I really do.
I do too.
That if those rumors for Nintendo do wind up true,
Those the GameCube, the
I'm getting the
GameCube,
Wii for
the
sure.
GameCube games being rumored to be on there were
those
that's
all
been a
of-
big rumor for a while now.
all of those are like the ones I really want to play again because I really regret playing not playing. I really regret selling the GameCube so bad, and I want it back.
I have 2 of them. One button broken on one of them though, but it still works.
But I really hope if that is real, then I'm getting a Wii U for sure.
Oh man.
Crazy Englishman is a good guy.
Even though he's crazy.
Okay, guys. We got a new question by Tyler S. What was the last reality-based house that they've done at HHN? Something without creatures, supernatural, etc. Does the creative team rely too much on the unrealistic side of things? What realism-based house would you like?
Realistic. Oh crap.
Perhaps Havoc is more inclined to realism.
Yeah, I would say that. Havoc.
Now, of course, they're
Werewolf
be
in London would be realistic as well if you think about it.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry.
What, Angel? What the hell?
Wait, what did he say?
Sorry,
Werewolf in London would be
American
realistic
Werewolf in
too.
London?
Hey,
Angel, what the hell?
you
is
never
wrong?
know. You never know if you might wind up finding a wolf in the forest.
What
and
about Psycho?
Psycho.
Psycho
No,
Scarabee?
Psycho, yeah, Psycho.
Psycho Scarabee?
That's
Well, yeah, because it's in a silent.
Catacombs?
Echoes of Shady Brook. It's like ghosts and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
Echoes of
Catacombs.
Shady Book with Ghosts.
What about Catacombs?
Subject.
Leave It to Cleaver. That was just
Leave It to
people
Cleaver.
eating each
Mr.
other.
Cleaver.
The Spawn.
Fuck that.
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though it's a film, it was based on Ed Gein.
Penn
Ed Gein,
Penn and Teller, New Blocks Vegas, because we're getting to the point where there will be a Fallout War.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen, but...
Yeah, that'd be cool, because we'll be in the Fallout Wasteland, and where we're...
No, Angel, that would not be cool.
We'll be able to
life
encounter underground vaults and then find robotic things in those underground vaults. For those who got that reference, you deserve a
boy.
You
mothers.
I think in the 90s, there was a house called Hotel Hell.
Yes, I think so.
I don't know, there's many houses that they've done that could be considered, in realistic terms. Of course, there's also part of it. So.
Crazy Englishman asks, sorry that he's late. He got on late.
Alright, cool.
And what are your thoughts on an alien maze and its layout? Nostromo and Sevastopol station settings for Alien and Alien Isolation.
Oh my god, it would be...
Yeah,
me and Vic would be the ones who just hug a xenomorph if we saw it in the house.
Oh yeah.
I would hug it.
I would really want it based on aliens, but Alien I'll take it because I like the Queen.
I'll take Alien, yeah.
Yeah.
If they were to do it, based off Alien, the first one, it would work a lot more as a extreme alone house.
That would be cool.
That'd be insane.
Or it can also work out fine as just a normal house. Cause think about it.
But I prefer more
one
extreme.
alien in the first film. Just have it pop up in different places. Like in Werewolf in London, it's just one werewolf.
Yeah, exactly. The great thing about Alien 2 is that because the corridors are so tight and shit, is that you can get some really good atmosphere. You don't necessarily need to show the alien right away because you can have what do you call them? Oh shit, I'm having a fucking brain fart here. Ventilation systems, right? And you can have sound coming from them just to scare the crap out of people, Right. Oh my god, I'm really close to this opening of the ventilation, and you just hear breathing and stuff, and stuff like that, and people will crap themselves.
What about a face hugger? What if that jumps out of nowhere?
Oh.
That would be great, actually.
I'm sure the face huggers will be in there.
Oh god, a face hugger would be incredible.
Yeah.
Animatronic face huggers where they're coming out of the egg, and you see that coming
If they
out,
did aliens and have the whole face hugger room with the eggs, that would be amazing.
No, have the queen pop up.
Oh, she would be the end. That would be. Oh,
yeah, that'd be.
I would love that.
With maybe Ripley fighting the queen.
Get away from her, you bitch.
On the thing, that whatever robot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, this game is so bad. Stop lagging, damn it.
But yeah, man, I'm all for Alien, Crazy Englishman.
Yeah. Alien versus Predator again would be so incredible. I prefer that.
That would be cool too. Yeah, exactly. Dark and claustrophobic environments of Nostromo, shadow play.
7 foot tall Predator coming at you, that'd be awesome.
And then Arnold's at the end. Get out of the house now! Scan your card and get the
to the chopper.
Scan your card. Get out now.
Put down that cookie now.
That's my cookie. That's not Ted. Are you baking cookies, Ted? That's my cookie. Are you putting your star on my Christmas tree?
Oh crap! Yeah.
Oh man.
This man's looking for Turbo Man.
Jingle All the Way would be Jingle All the Way would be a lot better as a house.
Jingle All the Way out. Jingle All the Way, the search for Turbo Man. Just has like a massacre of people killing each other in a Toys R Us.
You mean Black Friday?
Yeah, it's just Jingle All the Way, Black Friday edition.
Okay, we have a question
it's
here.
Arnold going through Jingle All the Way during the Purge. Get out now! These stupid men with the mask! I need to get my toy! Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we got a question here from Barrel Bob. What's your favorite place to grab a bite to eat while at Horror Nights? Or do you just stock up at home before you head to the event?
Good question.
I've usually stocked up at home before I go into, or like go to a restaurant or something. In 2012, I went to go eat at the Hard Rock before I went into the event. But if I were to go somewhere and eat inside of the park, I guess I would go eat at Simpsons.
I would go either Krusty Burger or the pizza shop in New York. That's next.
Yeah, that's where I go.
Right next to the Mummy.
It's like Louis or something.
Louis
Pizza.
Was it Louis or Luigi's?
If you still want to, have the horror thing going on still, even if you're not in the streets or in the houses, go to Monsters Cafe.
Yes.
That's where you'll find Kane.
Yeah, you'll find Deadly Fear 123 at the Monsters Cafe.
You'll find Kane eating there, and you'll find me drinking
Coke.
Coke after screaming.
From your blisters.
And the blisters.
But I'd say either Louis Pizza or
Krusty Burger.
The whole Krusty Burger area.
The chicken and waffle sandwich.
Chicken and waffle sandwich with my Buzz Cola.
That black bean burger with curly fries. Oh my god, it was awesome.
Oh, the curly fries are really good.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, we got another question here from Tyler S. How would one go about sending creative designs and blueprints, etc., to the Horror Nights or Howl-O-Scream creative team in hopes of a potential low-level or internship apprentice position? Been putting stuff together for years, but have no idea if I can do anything with them. I heard Rick Spencer. He's one of the art and design members. He said that I think you have to.
Wow.
It does though.
I think he said that you have to. I think sign something legal. Like go through a legal process in order for you to able to talk about, or at least have art and design like legally and be able to use your ideas if they want to. I think I'm not too knowledgeable on that, but I'm sure you can find out if you call Universal or if you ever get to meet someone from art and design like TJ Manarino, Mike Aiello himself, Rick Spencer, Patrick Brillard. If you can ask them that question, and I'm sure they'll be able to answer you. So, there you go.
Oh God.
What?
Nothing. Oh man, you'll see.
Oh, here's another question.
Oh wow.
What are your thoughts on the continuation of the urban legends, possibly using El Cucuy, or maybe using a different legend, setting up a series of mazes like Legendary Truth? I'll be awesome. I really hope that goes off well. The urban legends continuation.
Yeah.
Same here.
Just John, remember how we want to see like the Jersey Devil and Mothman?
Devil, Mothman. Yeah, that'll be great.
They could do so much with that.
What's his name? The Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Whatever. I can't roll my R's. I'm sorry.
Chupacabra.
It's a shame.
Chupacabra. How do you say Horror Nights Updaters and Angel? You go ha ha, ho ho. No.
Oh my God, this stupid. I hate this stupid boss battle. It's. How do you say that in Spanish? Not Spanish, but Mexican.
Chupacabra would be really cool. What else could they do?
Oh wow.
That what was it? The thing we were talking about, Japanese legends too, would be really cool.
Japanese legends.
Yeah.
That like the water imps and stuff.
Yeah. Really cool.
Halloween Horror Nights. That's how I would say in Spanish.
Halloween Horror Nights. El Cocoy.
El
Wait. How would you say what in Spanish?
If you were to say Halloween Horror Nights with a Mexican accent, it'd be Halloween
Horror Nights. It's a
Halloween Horror Nights or something like that.
Halloween Horror
Nights. Arriba.
Like an actual translation would be Noches de Horror de Halloween.
Yeah.
That's how we would say.
That's translation of
Nachos?
Yeah.
Oh my god, fuck this stupid boss battle.
I agree. Mothman and Jersey Devil would be awesome.
Yep. Even the Boogeyman, like, not
That's El
necessarily
Cucuy.
El Cucuy, but El Cucuy is considered to be kind of like a Boogeyman, but there's many variations. But just like I would like to see if they do the Boogeyman, I would like to see Arden Sang's own version of it. I mean, that's how they're gonna do it if they ever do bring it. But something different from Hollywood's House. That's what I would say. Kyu Sakio Ona, the slit-faced woman, as a Japanese urban legend. Oh, that's creepy. Sounds creepy.
Oh, I can't finish this stupid boss battle. This is so not fair.
Freaking Neil.
I can't do it anymore. I just can't.
Angel, have you where are you now in Kingdom Hearts?
I'm in the jungle with Tarzan.
Oh, you're still there? Okay.
I can't find because like you have to. I'm in the trees swinging around, and you're supposed to get to the point where you run into the boss of that level, and I still haven't found him, and I'm trying to get him to come around and try to move on, but I can't.
Yeah.
That game is so hard when it gets, as you keep going on, which I like because I haven't been able to play a game like that in a while.
Right. Okay.
What are your favorite games, people?
Favorite games.
The Walking Dead walkthroughs, man. The Telltale.
Walking Dead.
Those are gonna be.
If you haven't played the new episode that just came out, go download and play it.
My stupid PlayStation won't connect to the stupid thing because my router is bipolar. And
The router sucks.
no, like seriously, I'm in my bedroom and the laptop connects fine to the router, which is upstairs. My PS3 is in the same room, but it won't connect to the router.
Right.
It's in the same, and the router's in the same place. Makes no sense.
Misa
What the
like
hell?
Jar Jar.
Oh yeah, everyone. John likes Jar Jar Binks.
What?
Now
You
everyone
like-
point and laugh at Angel.
Now everyone point and laugh at Jigsaw because he likes an abomination.
What's Jigsaw? I'm Psycho Massacre Films.
What's Abomination? That's a character from the Hulk, Angel.
No, Jar Jar Binks is an abomination.
Who's Jar Jar Binks?
Well, look, Godzilla 2 already in the works.
Danny Trejo House for... Yeah, Barrel Bob, yes, I agree. Danny Trejo House, he just says Mexican stuff at you and curses at you. With machetes chasing you. That'd be perfect.
Machetes?
Oh, look, Tyler has suggested
Machete.
this icon evil archaeologist theme discovered mythos from all over the globe.
That would be cool.
Different culture. That would be so cool. I agree.
Another good one is a a theme involving the histories of horror, in which, like, there's been an era where something horror related has happened that affects history as a whole. Like, for example, the Civil War can involve something horror related. Something in the 1600s could involve horror related, like the witch trials, for example.
Yeah.
They could do that as well. Histories of horror, pretty much.
Yeah, histories of horror. That'll be cool. Lady Battery. The pretty much should be pretty cool. Disturbing and scary.
What the hell, Neil? What the hell?
I don't know.
We apologize if we're saying gibberish right now, because
What the hell?
it's just gibberish.
I'm not even say what they're talking about.
No, nothing. You don't need to see it.
Well, obviously they can't see it, Angel.
I'm referring to
glad they
John.
don't.
Wow,
Yeah.
this game deserves to die and be burned for good. So never
Echo
harm
the
anyone
dolphin.
again.
What the hell is wrong with? What the fuck?
I don't know how Aaron thinks this is amusing.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, should we call it a quits, guys?
I think we should. I think we've
Yeah.
covered. Is there one last final question? Anyone
Yes.
want?
If you guys have questions, put them down now.
Right now. Do it now.
No! No!
What the fuck, man?
No.
Oh my god, man.
No. 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 Why? Everyone's probably laughing, thinking, what the hell are they on?
What the hell, Vic?
If it sounds like we're smoking something, we're not.
Oh God!
What the fuck's wrong, man? Oh shit.
I take it
All
there
right.
aren't any questions left.
We'll give them a few minutes, Angel. Hold on. What? He opens it up.
No. 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 Why is Hulk Hogan involved in this?
Holy shit, man. What the hell?
Alright, that's enough of that. I don't need to...
That is good stuff.
Echo the Dolphin is the best game ever created, with second place going to Friday the 13th on NES.
Okay. Crazy Englishman asks, would you like to see another backstory centered around fear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think they should continue that.
Terror Queen versus Fear. There you go.
They make love, Angel.
They make love.
They do.
What if there's an all-out war, huh?
It will end with love, and then we'll all be doomed.
Oh, I just remembered. Someone mentioned that. Someone asked a question. I hope that person's still here watching. But something about the Terror Queen and her storyline that she would return like 15 years later.
She would have to be at HHN 30.
It would be in HHN 30, yeah.
Not 25.
Not 25, 30. Mm-hmm.
Die, Silver the Hedgehog. Your boss battle is complete crap.
Anything other than Walking Dead, I agree.
I wouldn't mind Walking Dead returning if it's only a
Angel,
house.
you
If it's
shut.
only a house. If it's only a house. That's all I said.
No, Angel. Because another house, another cooler house.
I know, but if
You take its
it
place.
goes to the point where it's last minute. Wow, this boss battle.
I guess that's it, though.
Yep.
Yeah. God, I hate
All right.
this.
Thank you guys for all your questions. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah, guys.
And thank you for coming and listening to us and our jibber jabber and ramble.
For how long has it been?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Damn. Okay, yeah, 3 hours of rambling. What's he? What the hell? What did I do? What did I do? Okay,
What the fuck, man?
that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
We did. See you later, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks again.
Yep.
We will be announcing when we'll have another live chat, and yeah, I hope to see you guys again.
Yep.
Whenever. So, all right. See
Take
ya.
it easy, guys. Later.
Bye. Oh, and before I go, one more thing. Guys, please check out and subscribe to all of us individually, part of Horror Nights Updaters. Dr.
Yes.
Brown 1, UK HHN, Mr. Horror Nights, Deadly Fear 123.
All the links.
TV.
All the links are in the Horror Nights Updaters page.
Yeah, and of course to myself, Psycho Massacre Films. But yeah, guys. Yeah. All right. Bye. Okay.